They need like a scissor lift.
They need a fire truck that you can drive around power wash with.
Yeah.
I'm inspired by worth. I desire your worst, so you can just hide while I work. I ain't tired, you first.
No, one of the power washing companies around here, they have, it's like a motorhome that they've gutted out and put in, I guess the tank in, and just they use it to power wash. It's crazy.
Huh. I mean, as long as it works.
Yeah. They do good business because I see them all over the place all the time.
Ours just old school. It's just trailer and truck.
What's up, Pierce Custom Gaming? How are you, sir? Farming Simulator 22.
My ducks do a good job of cleaning, bitch.
Dude's got a ducking problem.
Yeah, he likes to fuck them.
Wow.
He didn't get those ducklings for sale. He fucking helped create them.
There is. That's why some of them have a orangish tint to their fur or whatever.
Yep.
Hair, whatever you call the hair on a duck.
Feathers.
Ducks don't have feathers.
Well, they do.
Not those. They were hairy.
Well, there's fuzz right now because they're babies, but it's still eventually feathers. Just
They got
it's like peach fuzz. Oh yeah, they're gingers. So you can't even deny it now. He's been caught in the act. It looked just like his ugly ass.
The test says you are the father.
You don't need Murray for that one.
That guy is so freaking old, and he looks just like he did when I was staying home from
Back in the
school,
90s?
watching him on TV. Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie, I thought he was dead.
No,
Am I also the only one? Am I also the only one that didn't know that Bob Barker wasn't dead till now?
No, I 100% thought his ass died years ago.
I did too. I was like, I called my mom up the other day and I'm talking to her. I was like, hey, didn't Bob Barker die like years ago? She goes, no, he just died today. I was like, well, I know, like they're saying it, but like I'm pretty sure he died like years ago.
Yeah, 100%. I thought for sure that he died like years and years ago.
Mm-hmm. Yep, I did too. I was wrong.
Did he just miss a giant spot in this field, or did he just not finish it and just drive off from it?
Both are a very good possibility with him.
Yeah, that's no joke.
I mean, it is PJs after all. You know, a guy who's really smart and good with numbers, he gets very distracted very easily.
He's just distracted from anything that doesn't have numbers.
Pretty much.
You have to put a couple twos in there if you want to keep my attention.
Just have him start counting wheels on the tractor.
Oh, 1 wheel, 2 wheel. That's 2 wheels.
But it's just.
Is it? Oh, I got it. I gotta see something here. If I just have it turned down so low, it looks horrible. If I turn that up, looks good. Okay, yeah, alright. Just waiting for a good car to go by so I can see. Yeah, alright. I when I stream, now that I can't use Streamlabs OBS, I have the little viewing window open on YouTube Studio. I have it set to 144 and it's just lagging so bad, but when you turn it up, it's fine. So, what's up, Dom? Long time no see, man. How are you? PJs can finish his corn. I'm gonna go finish this. Is this sorghum I'm planting on? I don't remember. And then I think what we're gonna plant over there would be like oat or something. Working your tail off. That's... Well, at least you're getting paid, right? Here's custom gaming. Love your streams, bro. Keep your content smooth as hell. What are your specs? If you look in the description, it should be in the bottom description. It's a newly built PC. It's frustrating. It works. But thank you for the $5 super chat. Yeah, it's been frustrating. I don't know if it's the Windows 11 or what, but oh my god. Actually, I have it here. Hold on. So I got the Intel i9 120 or 129 12900K. There you go. That's I don't know why they labeled that. The Z-690 A Pro from MSI for motherboard. I got 64 gigabytes of DDR5 memory, and then I have a 4070 Ti in it. Oh, sorry guys, I am blocking your road here.
Bottom.
Ooh.
Ew.
How dare you like that? You know you did.
That's nasty.
Ooh, excuse me.
That's even nastier.
The prices are getting redonkulous. Stopped at Royal Farms. It used to be $6. Got you a breast, a wing, and a handful of potato wedges. They jacked it up to $8.
Yep.
I was like, what?
Oh, they're about to skyrocket now.
You know, someone did up the math for it, and we're making less now than what they were making during the Great Depression. They called that the Great Depression, and we're making way less than what they were back then. And stuff's way more expensive. It's just like, oh, what? We're in the greatest depression right now.
Well, what made it, the reason it was so worse back then than it is now is because They didn't have the ability to make the amount of food and stuff like that like they do nowadays. So a lot
they
more
can make it.
people
We
were
just can't
starving.
afford it.
Well, no, back then they didn't have the ability. Like
I know. I'm
yield.
saying now we can make all the food we want. Can't
Yeah,
afford it.
yeah. Yeah, it's gonna get worse. The good old C word is coming back, and they're already talking about doing a whole country shutdown again.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Well, we've already told.
Funny, we were all good, and now
Election.
with elections coming up. They're really going to try to get away with this twice.
Oh, we've already told work that you can kiss our ass. We're not doing a shutdown. We'll quit. We're not doing it again. Fuck that. There's no need for it.
Nice. PS game though. I stuck with the Intel over the Ryzen simply because
That's what somebody's like. Well, you're going to have to comply because they'll just fire everybody. I see. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. A lot of these factories, let's fire everybody. Oh wait, now we don't have people to run the machines, which means we can't make product, which
and they
means
can't
we can't
get
sell
people to work
product.
now. Everybody's understaffed because they can't get people to work. So you're gonna fire the ones that are willing to work? You're gonna shoot yourself in the foot that bad?
Well, that's what happens when you got a democratically ran country, because Democrats are like, hey, don't go to work. We'll pay you to stay home. Oh, by the way, we're going to raise taxes. For what? Oh, because we told Joe to stay home. So since you do work, yeah, you're gonna pay for him to stay home now.
What's the thing? That's what the Democrat Party, they want a universal income. They want you to rely on the government more than...
Yep. And like I told people, I said, here's the problem. I said, what are you going to do when the government runs out of money? He's like, what do you mean? I said, well, technically the government is out of money. I said, but one of these days they're going to piss China off to the point where China's going to cut them off from everything. And they was like, well, we could just print more money. I said, well, see, that's the problem we're at now. We've printed too much money, and the value of the dollar has gone to shit.
I'm just confused. Do they not teach? Well, no, because they definitely taught economics when I went to school. And it's our generation doing this dumb shit. So I don't understand.
Well,
I was taught economics in high school.
Well,
do
yeah.
people not understand?
No. A lot of them didn't pay attention.
God damn it, George Bush. Oh, no, wait, no. George Bush had the No Child Left Behind Act. Wait, was that the one that got everybody passed?
George Bush is the one that got it going, but Obama's the one that actually got it passed.
Well, no, Obama repealed it and put something else in place. The No Child Left Behind Act. That was a George W. Bush thing.
Yeah, no,
And
George
then Obama
Bush
came in and repealed it, and he replaced it with something else.
Oh
But
no, they still.
He was a coach and the sports director at my high school when I went there. He's now a state representative, and he hit the nail on the head. He's like, we have the highest graduation rates of all time. We have the highest retention rate of all time, meaning kids passing grades. But we have the lowest test scores in history.
Yep.
And it's like he just hit the nail on the head. They're just passing these kids through. They're too. It's just everybody got afraid to hurt someone's feelings. Oh, you didn't do well. We're gonna punish you anyway. We don't want you to feel bad for not passing. That's not how the world works.
Oh, it wasn't that. They were just like, well, we don't want you to feel bad that you got to stay behind and be in a class with kids younger than you.
Not when I went there. When I went there, they were like, bitch, you dumb. You taking this again.
Yep.
My buddy, I think he ended up repeating the 12th grade 2 or 3 times. Because he didn't have enough credits to graduate.
And see, the bad thing is now you have idiots like Jackass and Cockmouth that have literally no education worth a fuck, living out in the world, real world, and they're fucked because they weren't taught anything.
The saddest part is the rise in like people living at home with their parents.
Well, yeah, because that's the thing. School, and I mean, which in fairness, school really didn't teach us shit about real life, anyways. You know, economics, they touch about supply and demand and shit like that, but that's what I've been telling people for years. Like, schools, they need to teach you how to do, like, taxes, how to,
You
budget
didn't have a class
money.
about that?
Well, economics, but they didn't really teach you that shit.
I had a I can't remember what the name of the class was called. I know the teacher's name was Mr. Fry. But it was like all that stuff. Like he taught all of that, like like how to fill out a check, all that stuff. Of course, that's useless these days. Who still pays in check? Only thing we use check for is our rent. That's because they only take checks or money orders.
But like they don't really teach like real life shit. That's like I told a teacher one time. She's like more worried about geometry and shit like that. I was like, look, like, let's be honest. Like, everybody in this class, like, out of everybody in this fucking class, you think anybody's going to be smart enough to actually need that in real life for the future? Well, yeah, if you put your... I said, don't give me that fucking if you put your mind bullshit to it. I said, let's be honest.
Home ec. I had a home
Most
ec
of us
in
are going to be
school.
factory workers or fucking drug addicts or fucking...
Home ec is like where we learn to like, cook and change diapers and stuff.
I said, ain't nobody here going to be a scientist. Ain't nobody in this class going to be a president.
Motor skills and all that.
I was like, we don't need to learn this shit. We ain't going to fucking use this shit.
I can't remember what it was called. It was like...
I was like, why don't you teach shit that,
I went to a vocational school. So
will help out in the real world for once.
Well, I went to a vocational school, so I don't know if that's different than the typical high school. Oh, Lord. Here we go.
What?
No, I'm good. Banana pudding, moonshine.
You people and your flavors.
Oh, it tastes just like banana pudding, though. It's so good.
Well, I hate bananas, so...
How do you hate bananas? They're like the tastiest fruit.
Because I ate so many as a kid that just the smell of them or the texture of them makes me sick to my stomach.
So you don't like banana pudding?
I don't like banana bread. I don't like banana anything.
You don't like banana bread? What's up,
Nope.
Braden? How are you? Wow. Wow. Anyway, as I was saying, I went to a vocational high school, so I don't know if that was the difference or not, but we had a whole class that you had to take as part of my junior year. Like, he talked about credit and all that other stuff.
See, it's weird because you keep saying vocational school like it was like an actual school. Our Votech school was... It was more like that's where shop class was, that's where the FFA was, and stuff like that.
Yeah, we were a vocational school, but we were also a high school. So I graduated with 2 diplomas.
Yeah, see, we did
all my reading, writing, all that, and my shop stuff all at one school.
Yeah, see, our Votech was a whole separate building and a whole separate thing.
What did the hearsay not like banana bread? JT doesn't like banana bread. I don't get it. Banana bread is like
now we had like
tastiest
woodworking
thing
class
ever.
and metalworking class in our actual high school, but like mechanic class, FFA, stuff like that, you had to go to Hilliard's Votech.
Yeah, so that's how most of them, when I say I went to a vocational, what most people think. I was like, no, my high school was all in one.
See, that's why I said
that's
like,
how they are
so
here
weird
in
when you. That's why I said it's so weird when you say it like, because like I know it was an actual high school for you.
Yeah.
But for me, like that's weird because yeah, it's like a whole separate thing.
Mm-hmm. Like I said here, when I say that to people, it's like the only people in Delaware understand it because There's one down in Sussex County. There's one I went to in Kent County, and there's one up in Newcastle County. There's only 3 schools in Delaware that's federally funded, I believe. The rest of them are funded by the state, and so they're like they have the latest technology and everything. And then, like I said, they have all the shop classes you can think of: nursing, industrial stuff, and all that. I'm really shooting myself in the I'm kicking myself in the ass because I really wish that I would have done something like auto tech instead of electrical instruction, because I graduated in 2008, right about the time the whole housing market crashed. So literally, I spent 4 years learning how to go in and wire up new houses just when they stopped building new houses. So, like I told my wife, I was like, you always need someone to work on your car. You don't always need someone to build you a house. So I kind of wish that I would have done auto tech instead and got all my certifications and all that.
Yeah, but being an auto tech's not all it's cracked up to be with all the new technology they keep coming out with.
Yeah, but still, I would have had all my certifications, so I could have went right to work outside of. I haven't used, other than working on stuff for my dad, I have not used anything I learned in electrical instruction in everyday life. I can go in but see, the problem is, like, they trained us to wire up houses. That was for 3 years, actually 3.5 years, because my freshman year I was in shop. So they spent 3.5 years training us how to wire up houses, but yet anywhere you go to work, like in the electrical field, they want you to be linemen. They didn't teach us anything about being linemen. That's the biggest problem. Right now, if you were to start off in the electrical business, you're going to be a lineman. They didn't teach us anything about that. We barely touched on transformers. And that basically the only thing we learned about transformers is how to wire from a transformer to a house.
Oh, but see, I mean, granted the housing market crashed, but hey, so you should have still went into the uni. You could have been doing commercial.
They didn't teach us anything commercial. It's all residential.
Pretty much a lot of your commercials is going to be the same for the most part.
See,
a lot of it's going to be business. Now, then they got like industrial, which is a whole nother deal, but
I kind of wish that they would have taught us a little bit more HVAC stuff so I could went out and pursued that, because I'm pretty sure they make decent money. Especially when you get certified and everything. My fat ass would never be hot again. AC would be pumping.
AC schmashy.
Hey, you do not take the air conditioner's name in vain.
You would hate working for the city. At least this city.
I'm not even gonna lie. I would hate working outside anywhere, because especially in the summertime, I get hot and sweaty, and like the worst feeling in the world to me is when when you get so hot and sweaty that your clothes like stick to you because they're so soaking wet that it feels like it's a layer of wet skin. I hate that feeling. That is the worst feeling ever for me.
You just get used to it. But see, like, not so much now. A lot of the trucks they get nowadays have AC, but back in the day, they would literally spend money to take AC out of the trucks. Their theory was you shouldn't be in a truck long enough to need AC.
That's the dumbest thing.
It is.
I heard that the UPS is finally getting AC in their new trucks.
Yep.
I'm just like,
but see,
you expect people to sit out there in the truck all day without air conditioning?
The city here, they used to expect you to work all day in the heat. The only time you got AC, because now mind you, back in the day, you couldn't come into the yards to clock out until 5 minutes before you clocked out. So basically, you were in the sun and heat all day from like right now, 7 to 3:30. So basically, from 7 o'clock, you jumped in a hot truck, and you were in that sun until about 3:25. No AC, no nothing.
That's like torture. I thought that was against the Geneva Convention.
Oh, you gotta remember, municipality, they're not held to OSHA, they're not held to nothing. Municipality can make their own rules.
Those bitches.
Just like the same reason why Jackass, when he was 18, could drive a fire truck. Because municipality, they don't technically have to have a driver's license.
Hey, right at the party. What's up, Cody? How are you, man? Fire truck.
I mean, like, technically, we don't have to have a driver's license, but the city still makes us get one before they hire us. Well, they'll hire you, but when I first started, you had 90 days to get her. They fired you. Now it's like, take as long as you need to. Oh, it took you 3 years to get it? Well, at least you tried.
Dude, if I in your town, I would just have the meth heads drive everywhere. Just be like, all right, we need you to get from here to here. If you get here, there's a box of meth waiting for you. And then just like, wouldn't take off.
The meth heads is the reason why
response times would be like the quickest in the world.
No, meth heads are bad drivers. Hence the reason why we have so many new utility poles.
Show them some Chipotle. I've never been to Chipotle. I heard it's expensive.
Now, if you want them to walk for you, yeah, they're fast as fuck.
Alright, Terry, I'm gonna need you to carry all this over there. Okay, boss.
Pretty much. Fucking faster than Jimmy John's. I still don't understand the hoopla about Jimmy John's.
Never had it.
It's nasty. Like, their fucking bread is always dry.
I bet if they had a Thanksgiving sub, PJs think it's the greatest thing ever.
I feel like you can make a Thanksgiving sub out of like 30 dishwater and he was like, that's the greatest thing ever.
As long as it's got stuffing.
Pretty much. We're like, unique flavor. What was this made out of? Oh, dirty dishwater. Huh. It's got stuffing. That's all that matters.
It's a unique new recipe.
I mean, it's not a stovetop, but you know.
I can't believe he said that he liked the Thanksgiving sub from Wawa. Wawa is ugh. I've never had anything good from Wawa.
I've never even heard of Thanksgiving subs until you guys started talking.
I never heard of it until Wawa started doing it. Now there's like the local sub places are doing it too.
See, we don't have Wawas around here.
Wawa's a Pennsylvania thing, I think. They're down here in Delaware too.
That's why they're full of bad ideas. They're from Pennsylvania. Like, that should be the automatic sign.
I prefer Royal Farms fried chicken filler.
Yeah, I've never heard of them either.
They're a Baltimore thing. Actually, when Haloti Nada got traded to was it Detroit, he was the most upset because they didn't have Royal Farms out there.
Well, see, he should have been smart like Patrick Mahomes.
Getting a Wawa or a Royal Farm?
Patrick Mahomes lived in Texas his whole life, had Whataburgers. Came to Missouri, realized we didn't have any Whataburgers up here. So he's like, fuck it, I'm going to buy into the franchise, and I'm going to build a shit ton of Whataburgers up here. So I can always have a Whataburger.
Well, they're not franchised, so.
No, but I guarantee you can make them franchise.
Yeah, Wawa's a gas station. I don't think that's how that works with gas stations.
Oh yeah, you can do the franchise, then you just buy fuel from local.
Pretty sure they have like contracts with certain fuel companies.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm going to say. That's what I'm saying though. Like that fuel company, they'll have a
but don't
local
they have
one
to
in
have
that
like exclusivity or whatever for that or something like that? That's got to be a thing, right?
Well, it's the contracts with the refinery. So like, all right, like Trix, we got Trix gas station,
sorry
which
about
is
that,
BP,
Cody.
British Petroleum. So you can.
That's what
like,
BP stands for?
Yeah.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
100% did not know that's what BP stood for.
Yeah. So like, you're gonna have like you guys got BP gas stations up there. We have BP. As long as they're
Don't
buying
really have
BP.
any BPs around here anymore. They're pretty much all gone.
Well, but you had some.
Yeah, a while back.
So basically, what it is.
Matter of fact,
It's
the closest BP gas station we had is it was built when I was like middle school, and it's already shut down, and then now the daycare. The gas station, the building that was a gas station, is now a daycare. All right, sorry, continue.
But so yeah, so like as long, so like I could go open up a Trex, like the guy that owns the Trex Marks here, he's got them in multiple different cities around the Northwest Missouri. As long as he's getting his fuel from a BP resource, he's fine. So like Trexmark is BP only, so they only buy their gas from BP refineries. I mean,
I feel
that'd
like
be no
there's something
different.
else to it, since there's so many, like, I think Buc-ee's is the one that's kind of breaking the mold right now, but there's a lot of, like, region-exclusive gas stations. So there's got to be something more to it. Because, like, up here we have Wawa,
it's just,
and we have...
what it is just running a gas station is very, very expensive. The flexation of fuel prices and stuff like that is, it's constantly. Because, I mean, you think about, like, you got big gas stations like Casey's, Quick Trip, 7-Elevens.
Those are all kind of region exclusive. Except 7-Eleven, which the one we have here is not even a gas station anymore. It's just a convenience store.
Well, I think 7-Elevens kind of get away from the gas part of it. I think they're just mainly turning into convenience stores. Because, like I said,
up and over.
Because, like I said, it's a lot of it is it's so expensive because of the fuel itself.
I've never been to one, but I really want to. Next time I'm down there in Pigeon Forge, we're gonna hit up the Buc-ee's. I've heard nothing but good things. But yeah, like they're all region exclusive, so there's got to be something more to it. Because it's just like they focus on a certain market. That's where they're at.
It's just like I said, it's expensive, and then like I said, they're
but
buying.
I mean, if it's expensive, they wouldn't just open them up in one location. Like you scatter them all up and down a certain region, and don't expand out past that. It's just kind of weird.
Well, no, that's what I'm talking about. Though, like they got contracts with certain, certain
it's the
fuel
biggest
companies.
gas station in America currently, only for a short
So,
time.
like for instance, BP will have, like they'll have a warehouse like in West Virginia. They'll have one in Maryland. They'll have one in Delaware. They'll have one in North Carolina. Well, they got a contract with that company for all the fuel for their things. If they wanted to expand over to, like, say, the Midwest, Missouri stuff, they'd have to get a new contract with that. Well, that contract may be 10 times more expensive than what it is over on the West or over on the East Coast. So they're like, you know, it's not worth, because, you know, they're not going to make
Sevierville's the
bukus of
biggest
money
one
right
for-
off the bat as soon as they
short
expand
period
over
of
there,
time. The
because they're
next
like,
one they
okay,
build's gonna be bigger.
we got one store open, but we're paying like triple the price to get fuel to the station than what it's costing us over here on the East Coast.
The one Sevierville is going to be bigger than that one. It's going to be the biggest car wash when it's completed.
Just like Casey's, you know, Casey's is kind of pretty much nationwide.
No, we don't
part.
have them around here. I've never seen one in all my travels up and down the East Coast, so that's not a. They're not.
Oh, I've
nationwide.
seen them. I've seen them in Carolinas.
All right. Well, I've never seen them in Carolina. Of course, I haven't been in the Carolinas for a few years.
I mean,
now.
I will give you credit. I've never seen them up in the Northeast, but
Yeah, I've never in all my travels, even down in Tennessee, never seen a Casey's.
oh yeah, they're loaded down by Nashville and shit like that. But so yeah, like that. I mean, you have very few stations, but you got to remember, like stations like that, they've been around a lot longer than what most have.
Oh yeah, Royal Farms is relatively new.
Yeah. So it's
I
not
would-
that.
Like, not like, I mean, they've been around since I was around here anyway. I don't know how long they've been like a company, but they've been around here since I was, I think, around middle school.
Yeah. So I mean, it's not that they probably will never expand like nationwide. It's just, you know,
Still waiting for
takes-
sheets to come down this way. There's one coming in Elkton, which is right across the state line up north. So they're saying that for them to build one that close to a new market, they're thinking they're going to expand into Delaware soon. And if so,
Yeah.
oh my God, I'm in trouble.
yeah, like I said, I mean, it's not like you know, Walmart and stuff like that where they could just throw one up and, you know, they got big warehouses that have all of their supply where they could just load up and not worry about nothing.
I think a better example would be freaking Dollar General.
Now, see, Dollar
everywhere.
General's actually smart.
They're
Dollar General
everywhere.
got real smart. Because they're like, because, you know, they basically carry everything. They carry frozen, they carry food, they carry clothes, they carry a tiny, tiny bit of automotive. They carry everything. So they were smart because they went to like these rural towns that were like, you know, like, hey, man, like, what's the closest Walmart? Oh, you know, it's the big city up north. It's like 25, 30 miles. They're like, well, hey, you know, we could throw a Dollar General. These yahoos can go to Walmart like once a month, get like the big stuff they need, and then if they need anything, emergency stuff like that, run on down to the Dollar General and get it. Like that dude broke the new CEO that took over for Dollar General. He's a smart motherfucker.
Dude, they put them
He's like-
everywhere, anywhere and everywhere. It's like,
Yep.
you got a free spot here, Dollar General.
But you look, they're also fucking busy all the time. Like all the Dollar Generals we have,
Not around here. They're always every
they're
time I
always
go in,
fucking
it's
busy.
dead.
Well,
Of course, ours is like the oldest one around here.
You're awesome.
I was gonna say ours is fucking always
Who is that?
packed.
Hold on.
Even the oldest ones we had.
That doesn't tell me. Who was?
Yeah, that dude got smart. He's like, man, especially like these rural places. He's like, I'm gonna throw Dollar General up. They got everything there.
I can't read that. Is it Poppy?
Aldi's did the same thing. That's why Aldi's has gotten big the last few years too.
Happy Shrimp. Thank you for subscribing. Welcome to the flock. Yeah, they. Oh, I screwed up.
Aldi's like, hey, you know, like
Make this school year
a lot of these people, man,
extra special.
they can't
with
afford to go, you know,
savings
drive
at
30 miles
Sorry about
every
that.
couple days just to go get groceries. We'll throw a little Aldi store in this town. Boom.
Right. Yeah, they just recently started expanding like crazy here too. Like, they built one a few years back next to the Camden Walmart, which is right below Dover, and then now there's one in Dover. Now there's one over in Milford. I was like, damn.
Yeah.
Never heard of
Yeah.
them down here. They're just popping up like everywhere.
Oh, you never heard of them until recently?
Till they built the one in Camden, which I want to say was like maybe 6-7 years ago. I had never heard of them.
Oh fuck it! There's always been one as far as I've been alive. There's always been one around.
Just like what's the other grocery store? Is it Liddell or something like that?
Oh, I don't know. I've never
They
heard
just
of them.
built one of those up in Dover.
Yeah, I never. The grocery stores we got around here, we got Green Hills, we have Kovacs, which are local mom and pop kind of stores. And then we got Hy-Vee, Price Chopper, and then Walmart and Aldi's. And then we got like local grocery stores, like local all Mexican grocery stores and all Asian grocery stores.
I'll pop this out. Pop this out. And just close this. Up here. What the hell was that? Your vibrator?
My controller. I'm playing Power Wash Simulator, so every time I turn my gun on, it turns on.
My dad said there was a Dollar General in Tennessee by where Mexico that sells gas. Yeah, Dollar General selling gas now. Or they have some gas stations. Dollar General? Some of them have gas stations now.
Around here.
Yeah, I've seen it pop up on TikTok. They're like, when you stop into the Dollar General and fill up while you're shopping. I'm like, what?
Huh.
You know what?
CFL
You know, our Dollar Generals couldn't run a gas station. They can barely run their store as it is.
Welcome to the vlog. Amazing name.
Now, I don't even think our Dollar General knows how to put shit on their shelves. Just leave everything in those totes.
Oh, I gotta open it. Yeah, no kidding. It's just like...
It's like they unloaded a truck because, you know, everything comes in those totes in the semis. Like, they just take the totes off the semi and just throw it in the aisles. Like, that's good enough. Just sell it.
I've never been in TJ Maxx until recently because I was looking for those figures in there. And literally, it looks like they definitely have a back room. Like, there's doors to the back room, but it's like they don't store it. It just comes off the truck and they just shovel it down the main aisle because it was just boxes and boxes galore all down the aisleway.
Really?
Like, Jesus.
Ours ain't like that. Ours like regular clothing store. Like, it's all nice and neat.
Yeah, no, this looks like there are pallets upon pallets all the way down like the main highway. I was like, good lord.
Yeah, no, ours like legit like it's nice and tidy and shit like that.
Yeah, I've never been in one recently, so I don't know if that's common or not. I've only been in it twice. I went both times I went to Dover. I went and looked and see if they had them. Because I think it goes for $80 on Amazon right now, and they were selling it for $20. I was like, yeah.
Yeah. And there you go. Bitch, I could make you one for free if you just give me your love, bitch.
Give me your love. All I want is your love. Give me.
Yeah, that's what it sucks about this town. Like, you know, you got north part of town, you got south part. And so they're like, oh, well, you know, we're going to split the city in half. Like, we'll build some shops up here, then we'll build some shops down there. No, now everything just goes up north.
And
the
why
fucking
would you
city
build everything in the middle? So,
and the city's fucking stupid because for like people in the real south end, it's just as fast to jump on 29 and go straight down to Kansas City than it is to drive up to the north end. So like they're losing money because all the south end people are like, fuck driving all the way up to the north end of town. We'll just jump on the highway and go to Kansas City and make a day out of it.
I saw a question the other day that I was like, that's a trick question. It was like, what state is Kansas City in? And it was a multiple choice. You could only choose either Kansas or Missouri. And I was like, that's a trick question. It's in both.
Yep, there's a Kansas City, Kansas, and a Kansas City, Missouri. But they were probably wanting Kansas City, Missouri, because Kansas City, Missouri is the main one. So, but like, see, like, so like our part of the state's also weird because like they had a big flood back in '53 that changed the river. So like our airport is across the other side of the river, but it's still in Missouri. But you have to drive into Kansas to get back into Missouri on that side of the river.
That's too complicated.
Imagine being taxpayers on that. I live on the other side of the river. Yeah, but that's still Missouri. But I had to go through Kansas to get to my house.
That's like the I didn't know this. There's a small part. It's in Canada. It's surrounded by Canada. It just what's it? One of the Great Lakes borders it, and it's an American city, but you have to go through Canada to get to like the continental U.S. Like to cross back in. Like the only ways across is either by boat or by driving through Canada all the way around down to the U.S. And I mean, when the pandemic happened, they shut down the border. They couldn't get back to the U.S. for like supplies and shit.
Oh damn!
Because technically you'd have to cross the border twice to go. I was like, oh, that seems like a cluster. It's like there's only like 300 people live there or something like that.
But yeah, the Missouri River back in '53 when it flooded real bad, it changed course. So yeah. Now we got part of the city over on the other side of this river. So I'm guessing PJ's is finally feeling better.
He still sounded a little under the weather last night. Apparently, he's currently quarantined, so.
Nah.
Yeah, you couldn't really, if you listen to him, every now and then you'd hear you could tell he was a little bit under weather, but he was chipper last night. Way different than what he was the other night.
Yeah. Where he's just
completely
out of it.
Dying. Yeah, I can't. It just keeps getting worse.
Gabe was fucking scared. We were all having problems connecting to construction. Oh no, that's just me. I'm going to bed. I don't feel good.
Yeah, because it was one of those like it wasn't like a oh no. It was a oh no. Like oh god. Yeah, he went to do
I seen he was wanting to do farm sim.
Yeah, and he quickly regretted that decision. He said he was gonna get the what's it, the platinum or whatever DLC,
Yeah.
and try it out. But everybody I've heard talk about platinum DLC absolutely hates it. So,
The Platinum DLC every year they come out has never been that great.
well, the previous years it's just been the all the DLCs unlocked. Now
Yeah.
they have like the season pass that like they had to put something behind it. So they put what was it, the Volvo and the man truck or something behind behind it, and then the whole building, the roller coaster thing.
Yeah.
What's up,
The
man?
same
How you
thing
doing,
that
man?
people are already making mods for it.
Yeah, well, that's the downfall. Now some mods require it, like especially logging mods. That was like the main focus of the Platinum DLC was logging. So they put a lot of it behind the paywall or the DLC. So you have to buy the DLC to use it. Because he was looking at the mods, I guess, off the mod hub, the in-game mod hub, and he was like, everything that required the Platinum DLC. Like, yeah, everyone I've heard talk about it absolutely hates it. They said that they couldn't get it right. And well, even PJ's last night was like 19 was where it was at when it came to logging.
Oh yeah, like I told you, Giants
Alright,
is one of the worst fucking
non-stop.
companies of all times. Like, I seriously do not understand how they exist. The worst part is you have fucking 6-year-old kids are out here modding, do a better job of making shit for their game than what they can. Like, the only reason that game has survived this long is because of modders.
Oh, 100%. But that's the beauty of it. That's where Giants got it right. They created a game engine, which is what we're running, the Giants game engine, that literally has an endless amount of possibilities you can do. You can literally do anything that you really put your mind to inside this game engine, which is absolutely stunning. A lot of like look at GTA and stuff. Like they're hampered by certain restrictions, whereas in Giant, I mean, they actually have a full-fledged firefighting mod now. So in the works.
But at the same time, what they're going to do is, this is where they're going to piss people off, because they're seeing the mods that are popular, so they know firefighters becoming popular. They're going to add a way of doing it, but they're going to set it up to where, like console people that buy shit on consoles, they're going to have to pay for DLCs and shit like that.
Well, yeah. Well, no, currently it's a mod that's like a Giant partner or something that's working on it. Creative Mesh, I think it's, or Creative Labs or something like that.
Yeah, but it's Giants. They're going to want money for it. I guarantee it.
Probably, which I don't mind console players being charged for it. But that's the other downfall is, like, they're heavily focused on console players because that's where what makes their money.
Yeah.
The game costs $10 more on console, and people are still buying it. And people buy it because they see all the cool stuff us PC players are playing with, and then turn around and don't bitch at Giants for not giving it to them. They bitch at us, the people who play on PC that post pictures and videos of us playing it. They bitch at us because they can't have it. It's like Giants is the one that tricked you into buying a fucking, what was it? Was it $60 on console?
I think 70.
They convinced you to buy a $60 game. Oh no. Games just recently started becoming $70. It was Call of Duty that did it first. Now Madden's up to $70. I guarantee the next one that comes out will probably be $70 on console and be $60 for PC.
Fuck, Madden's $70 just for PC.
It's $70 for everything.
Uh huh.
I saw that. Yeah, it's like, because when they announced that the new Call of Duty was going to be $70, I was like, here we go. This is where it starts. And then I walked past and saw Madden that was $69.99 Target. I was like,
yep.
God damn. So all the new like big titles are going to be $70 going forward. I guarantee it.
They're blaming it on the cost of the technology that they're using now.
Remember back in the day when a PS2 game used to be like $30 and your parents always complained that it would cost too much?
Yep.
Now, it's like, oh, it's $40 more for the same stuff with better graphics. Ugh. That's why another reason I'm a PC gamer. It's cheaper. I don't need the latest and greatest Madden. I just mod the one I have.
Yeah, well, Madden's going to really have to step up their game now. They're going to have to do a lot more than just graphic updates and roster updates. They got no choice.
Why is that?
Because their contract for exclusiveness with the NFL is about to be up, and if the NFL is not pleased,
They're going to decide. They said the same thing a couple years ago or whatever.
No, they signed the first contract was a 20-year contract.
Yeah.
This is new, and they know 2K and all them are chomping at the bite, and they've been listening.
Can you imagine a 2K Madden or 2K NFL game?
That's what they're talking about bringing back, and they've been listening to what fans are saying about how Madden is basically the same thing, and like because the big thing last year was like the flop and shit, like on Madden, like the horrible, like a football player. Like when I play, like my wide receiver would be wide open. The closest dude to him is like 15 yards away.
And he just jump across the field.
And he jumps across the field, and people were throwing a fit. So NFL basically told us, like, hey, you know, we keep hearing these complaints. So I think their contract's up in 2026. They said if we keep hearing complaints like this, we will not resign that contract. And basically, it's free for all for anybody. And 2K has already been talking about bringing back ESPN, NFL 2K.
Dude, yeah, that was it. 2K5, the one with Terrell Owens on the cover.
Yep, was the best-selling NFL game in history.
That's still by far my favorite football game of all time.
Yep, that is the best-selling, and that's what caused Madden to do the exclusive, because they got beat out that year by 2K NFL. Well, they had a lot more money than 2K, so they went out and said, hey, you know, we'll give you all this money to be exclusive with Madden only.
Yeah, but 2K now has like Rockstar and so they're rolling in the dough.
That's why I said Madden's
got more money than what EA's got now. I guarantee it.
I don't know. Of course, you gotta remember EA's got FIFA, which is one of the best-selling games of all time.
Yeah, but
around the world.
But the Rockstar games are like the highest selling game, like the most sold games of all time. Like just any Rockstar game will outsell anything, and they have them all under their umbrella. 2K does.
Yeah, but I mean, you got
look how many times GTA 5 was sold. Like people bought not only it for like PS3 and Xbox 360, but then turn around and bought for PS4 and then PS5 and then PC, like, and all these people who
but you also got to remember
mod it online and then got banned and bought another copy.
Yeah, but see, again, like right there, that's where they fucked themselves. I don't think GTA 6 is going to happen. They've bit off more.
It's already been leaked. Like the actual gameplay footage has been leaked. They're already working on it.
Well, they leaked Bully too, and they came out and admitted that was complete utter crap. They've
come out and because they were like super upset someone leaked the in-game footage. Like that was the leaked footage with the guy and the girl was 100% legit. They got pissed off.
But here's the thing: you've already literally done everything you could possibly do to GTA 5. How are you going to top that? Because they keep updating GTA 5. That's where they fucked up. If they were going to put out a game that was going to be better selling than GTA 5, they should have stopped doing updates, like big updates, a couple years ago.
But that's GTA Online. It's a totally different different thing.
But that's what they're going to focus on. They've already admitted their main focus is online. That's what makes them the money. That's why GTA 5 they didn't do any harder.
You buy it for the story. That's why people initially buy it. People stick around for online things, so they're gonna
their big sell for GTA 5 was the online purpose of it.
Yeah, but they didn't have that at launch, so people bought it at launch for the game, and it was like the highest selling game before online even became a factor. And what all they're going to do is just recycle it, because right now they've pretty much washed their hands of it. They're not banning any of the modders and anything. They've washed their hands of all that, and people are going to get so pissed off that they're going to like, hey, we have GTA 6 online now with better security and all this other stuff, and people are going to be like, all right, that's all I need, big jump. It's going to be the same exact things, copy and paste like they did with every single one of the DLCs, like the motorcycle DLC. It was the same shit, just you sold different shit. And
that's the thing, but I mean,
they're just going to copy and paste it, and it's
going
to be
see,
like
their online is going to be the big thing, because I mean, if their storyline was the big thing, they would have done updates to their story. They put the story out, and that was it. They never touched it ever since then.
Yeah, and I mean, I didn't buy the game for online. I bought the game for the multiplayer, and now they own that. They own 5M, so
yeah. But they could have also done that to say, "Hey, we're shutting it down. Fuck you guys."
I think they will. I think they will end up shutting it down or restrict them from doing a 6M or whatever you want to call it. I think that's one of their things, but they're going to incorporate whatever they have there, and they're going to allow you to have your own servers and shit like this. But you're going to have to pay for it. You're going to have to like rent a server from them if you want to do a role play server. I fully see that coming, because I mean, it's Rockstar. Everybody's like, oh, that means they're going to support, the mods and everything. No, they've been trying to shut this down for years and years and years. They've been trying to shut these people down. They've shut down multiple different attempts of doing this. Now they own it. Now they can tell you what you can and can't put out. So they own all of it. You really mean to tell me they
really shut it down?
You tell me they're gonna turn around and just like, oh, after years upon years of wanting to shut it down, they're just gonna be like, oh yeah, no, it's fine. No, you buy it, you can control what they do and what they can't do. And I honestly think what they're gonna do is they're gonna make it so like they're gonna take all that stuff, all the scripting and stuff that these people have done, and they're gonna make it so you can still do it. You still be able to have like a role play server, but you're gonna have to pay giants for a server. You're gonna have to.
You mean Rockstar?
Yes, sorry, Rockstar.
I was gonna say, if John's getting in on that, woo.
Yeah, no, I fully believe they're gonna do something with it, but Rockstar's gonna get paid somehow out of it. So it's gonna be like you have to rent a server through them or something. But I don't see it being like a 6M or whatever that they would call it. Because there's no way you're not going to convince me that they're going to be like, oh, I mean, then look at all the admin shit that they have out for 5M, where you can just boot people and all that. They're going to find some way to incorporate that into their online servers. Like you can vote someone out or something like that to get people who are hacking out.
I think the whole hacking thing is going to be just like it is with Call of Duty and shit. They're going to make threats like, "Oh, we're cracking down on it." Like, "Hey, the hacker! That's too much work to deal with it. Just ban him." Oh,
no, I'll give them credit in, like, especially your first person shooters. They are on top of it. If they find out you're hacking, like CS:GO and everything, like it's a
CS:GO does. But I mean, look at Call of Duty. Call of Duty is just fucking horrible. The game doesn't even stay out for a week, and they're fucking hacking the shit out of it.
Yeah, but people are more likely to hack CS:GO because it's a free game, whereas to buy another copy of GTA, you have to create a whole new account. You probably have to buy a whole new game, because I'm pretty sure wouldn't the serial code or whatever be blacklisted?
Yeah, but I mean, people don't give a shit. Half them fucking people that do this shit,
Sup, Farming
They don't-
there, user.
They, you
Oh
know,
man.
I mean, half them hackers will admit, like, oh yeah, this is like my 20th copy of GTA. As soon as they ban it, I just go get another one.
Well, it's because GTA is cheap as shit. Isn't it? Wasn't it even like free on Epic at one point or something?
They did like a week free sale of it, but
yeah, no, they've completely washed their hands of it. Like you join a server now, it's just everybody's hacking, and they're like, "There's nothing we can do. Our systems can't do anything about it." It's like, really, no. You're just getting people pissed off to the point where you can be like, "Oh, here's GTA Online, but with better security features," and people are going to be so pissed off they're going to be like, "Yep, all right, sign me up."
I don't know. Ever since GTA 4, they've been talking about how they're getting better with hackers and this and that, and they never do.
Oh yeah, they did. Like, dude, no, they 100% did in GTA Online when it first came out. Like I duped cars and they were taking money from me. Like they knew when you were doing something you weren't supposed to. I'll give them credit for that. But now they're
Because
just like I said, they've just
I've
kind
had
of washed
3
their hands.
accounts banned of people that's hacked my shit, and then I get fucking banned for it.
Yeah, because
That's why I gave up
your
on
account
fucking
was
GTA.
doing the hacking, so they're gonna
No,
ban it. They can't help it if somebody gets into your account.
But see, that's the thing. Like, they don't even try. Like, they don't even. Like, I sent a message like, "Hey, you know, somebody hacked my account." They're like, "We don't fucking care." And this is coming from a Rockstar fanboy. That shit pissed me off. That's why I'm done. Like, I don't play GTA Online. Fuck GTA Online. I won't even play it no matter what. Because hackers, they find loopholes. They'll find loopholes and they will ruin it just like every fucking game out there.
There's a new way apparently that people are. I think it might even been Cody that did something about it, where you start in an invite only session. If you start off in a public library or a public lobby, then they can follow you into private ones. But if you start off in a private one and just invite your friends, you can still do all the missions and stuff, and no one else can get in. So I've considered doing that and just doing some.
I've done that before, and they still hacked into my
But did
server.
you start off in the public server?
No, I always start out in private. I hate public servers.
Yeah, I've heard multiple people say it now.
I don't know, every time I've ever done private, people still hacked into it. That's why I will not play GTA Online no more. I'm done. I get so fucking fed up. Just because fucking some jack off doesn't have no love life and fucking gets a hard on by fucking ruining other people's shit.
Yeah, that's 100% what I was gonna say. I don't understand people who hack. Like, what do you get from it? But that's more focused on like the first-person shooter side of things. What do you get out of hacking? Because you're not that good. You might get like decent scores and everything, but that's not you doing it. So how does that make you feel good? I guess
Because they just see the
other
numbers.
people. Yeah, other people look at it and think you're good or something. I
Yeah.
don't get it.
Just like I sat there and got an argument last time I played Call of Duty. This dude's like, "I'm not a fucking hacker." Really, dude? How the fuck do you have 52 kills and 0 deaths?
What's up, you boy? How are you?
0. Nobody in this fucking world is that goddamn good. I guarantee it.
I was playing CSGO the other day, and dude was just running around with an op, headshotting everybody. Like, super obvious. He wasn't not even trying to hide it. He was just running around with op. And, like, he'd run past you and immediately, like, turn around, snap right to your head, and fire a shot.
Like,
It's
that's
like,
the
alright.
shit that pisses me. Like, that's why I get so frustrated with Call of Duty, because people fucking hack and they don't even hide it. And then when you call them, it's like, "Oh, I'm not hacking, you just suck." Dude, nobody fucking in the world goes 72-0. Nobody. You're not that fucking good. You're going to be distracted with killing somebody, and somebody's going to shoot and kill you. Like, even the people that do the shit professionally.
There was one guy that went, like, 6 million in one. I mean...
Or you get the fucking people that are doing fucking shooting through walls and shit like that, man. It's like, quit making it so fucking obvious.
I will say that there are people that are good enough to like their game sense is like they know where people like to hide out.
No, and
So
that's fine.
they will shoot through the wall, and every now and then get someone, but and they'll.
Said there's difference. Like you could tell when somebody's like doing it just because they're good, and then you can tell when somebody's just straight up fucking cheating. Because like I said, the people that hack and shit like that, they do not hide the fact they're doing the shit.
No, they don't.
Oh, good evening.
Chase,
Evening.
how's you feeling?
Pain.
Good.
Pain.
Good.
Pain.
I took my
What'd you
my
do?
second test today, and I'm negative. We're negative.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah. So it's a very exciting moment today.
He's
Not
like,
like me.
babe, we're negative. Let's go out for dinner.
Yeah. Oh no, she hasn't had it at all. So
So she's like, fuck you, I've been out to dinner. You're the fucking douchebag that got sick and had to stay home.
yeah, she's been to work and all that stuff, and then I've just been sitting here in like this half of the house, just minding my own business the entire time.
Would you just like put a plastic separator and y'all just sit on the opposite sides and talk to each other?
A lot of FaceTime.
A lot of FaceTime.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the way that our house is set up is like there's a guest room that, well, yeah, a guest bedroom that has a loft, and that's where my computer is in the loft area. And then I was just sleeping in the guest bed, and so it's essentially one big room, but it's 2 floors. And then like she had the rest of the house, and I would just like go down when she was at work to get my food. And
She leaves for work.
Let's get the foods.
yeah, I just have well because that bedroom is like right over the driveway. So I
So you just sit out the window looking.
open the blind, just peek through the blind a little bit. She just sees eyes at the bottom of the blind peeking through.
Must raid the fridge.
Yep. So it worked out well.
Did you have to wear like a hazmat suit when you went into the kitchen so you didn't get the
Nah,
nasty
just-
germs on everything?
Just wore a mask, and I mean, it's not like it did anything, but I would like change into like a fresh hoodie, and then put my hands like in the sleeves of the hoodie, so whatever I touched.
Must not leave fingerprints.
Yeah. I mean, it's not perfect, but
Someone calls someone. Yeah, there's someone masked individual currently robbing stuff out of my neighbor's fridge. They show up. Oh, I live here. I'm just infected.
yeah.
Be like Monster
Yeah,
Inc. They just jump on him.
Yeah. I just hide in my little area and then pop out when no one's home. That's all.
Exactly. You know the neighbors across the street's like, honey, I think that's the young boy they keep down in the basement.
He's so brave coming up now.
I don't know why he just doesn't break out and call for help.
It's like I did my best to follow like whatever the CDC says in terms of like, I don't know. It sounds like a very confusing board game, like the rules to a very confusing board game. When it's just like from day 0 you're supposed to do this, but day 0 can mean 2 different things, and
Is that day
Then
0
you
the
can
day
test.
you test it positive, or the day you start feeling sick?
right. So I think it could be like, so if you're asymptomatic, it's from the day that you test positive. To which I say, if you're asymptomatic, why the hell are you testing yourself?
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
Like, just have
Exactly.
that shit fly under the
Exactly.
radar. But so it's like day 0 is like the onset of symptoms, and it's like, well, is that Thursday or Friday? Because Thursday, like, I had a feeling something was coming. Like, I had that sensation, but I didn't know what. But like Friday, I was actually sick. So I don't know. And it's like if you can test yourself like 5 days after, like on day 5. And then if you're negative, you still have to like wait another 48 hours and take another test to make sure that's negative. But after day 5, you can, regardless of symptoms and stuff, you can go out in public, but you have to wear a mask. Or, well, you don't have to, but like they tell you to. That's the they recommend you wear a mask. And it's like, I am not going out in public in a mask
Yeah, you tell.
ever again. Like, because like I go to the grocery store sometimes and like I'll see someone wearing a mask and I'm like, what is wrong with you? Like, why are you wearing a mask still?
Yeah, I still see people doing that.
And I'm like, there's something not right with you. And then so I know that like if I'm doing that to people that are wearing a mask, like they would do that to me, and they would know that either A, I have COVID, or B, like I'm one of the
You're one of those weirdos.
yeah. And it's like I don't want either of those things to happen. So it's like I'm just not gonna go out in public. So it's like sucked it up for another 2 days. Took my test this afternoon. It's like hell yeah.
I need a drinky pool.
Huh. I hear that. My first place when I was allowed back out in public. Just went right down the street. Got myself some hard seltzers.
Freedom.
Yeah, it's a long weekend. Also.
It is. I was really telling him I keep forgetting today's Friday because I took the day off today so I can have a 4-day weekend.
Oh,
Yeah.
very nice. That's
And
smart.
for some reason, I kept thinking all day was like Saturday.
That'll really screw you up on Monday.
Both kids had off school, and my wife had off, so I was like, I thought 100% it was all day Saturday. I was like, what? And then my wife snapped me back to reality. She's like, it's only Friday, dear. It's like,
It's like you still have 3 more days.
I was like, I told her, I think PJ's doing farm sim screwed me up last night because.
Oh yeah, I know. Well, attempting. Right? Like yesterday felt like more of a Friday, but normally I can tell what day of the week it is because like I go to the office on Tuesdays and Thursdays, but I didn't go into the office this week, so every day working from home.
Every day's Friday.
Yeah. Like I didn't give a shit about the weather. I didn't watch the news because I don't have cable up here. So I could have just streamed it, I guess. Could have just streamed it, but I didn't. I had no idea what was going on. So today it was my last like half day for like summer hours. We do half days on Fridays, and it goes until Labor Day. But because yesterday felt like Friday, I was sitting here at like 3 o'clock. I was still working, and I was like, oh, wait, what the hell am I doing?
Love you. I didn't do it.
Still working.
Jesus Christ, it's only the first day of September and everybody's already in Christmas spirit.
Dude,
Yeah, it's like the unofficial start of Christmas season. If you're if you're a psychopath.
Dude, there's people fucking like, oh my god, I'm so excited! September 1st, I'm finally getting to watch Christmas movies now.
So you can
Motherfucker,
watch
it's
them
going to be
year-round.
96 degrees next week. What part of 96 feels like fucking Christmas?
Well, not only that, but you can watch Christmas movies whenever the hell you want. Like, in case you haven't figured out, like, you can stream whatever you want, whenever you want, instantly.
I don't do Christmas movies until after Thanksgiving.
Like, I'm pretty sure the Hallmark Channel is on
Yeah, they had
some
the
kind
Christmas
of
in July.
streaming. That too, but I'm pretty sure like Hallmark Channel's got to be in one of those bundled streaming packages, like Hulu or
Oh, a
something.
bunch of them.
Well, see, like the bad thing, we got
Hulu or
ready.
Hallmark's like the whore. Like it doesn't matter. You got a streaming service, you get a Hallmark channel, bro.
That's I know.
Like,
I'm
I
such
I think
an
it's even
idiot.
on like the free streaming channels, like the Hallmark movies and stuff.
like freebie,
Yeah.
freebie, whatever it is. Yeah.
Well, see,
Yeah.
like the bad thing is
Did
we
you
got
ever watch that, Phoenix? The I can't remember if we talked about
The
it. or
jury
not.
show?
Yeah.
That was hilarious.
Yeah.
Like the bad thing is we got a radio station here in town that literally starts playing Christmas music like the last 2 weeks of August, and they'll play about 6 or 7 Christmas songs a day every day until Thanksgiving. Then it's just full-fledged Christmas all day, every day.
Oh, so you can get the Hallmark Channel on Peacock. So there you go.
Not to mention, Xfinity's getting in the streaming service. I think they have it too.
Dude, I already stream Xfinity all the time.
Yeah, no, they have they have a thing coming out now where you don't have to have a cable subscription. You get like, I think it's like 60 channels through Xfinity, and then you get Peacock Premium for free. So
No, I would
took
do that.
Peacock.
Depending on the channels, I would do that
Well, that's
and get rid of the cable.
like it has all the
Is it live TV or is it just like the shows on those channels?
it's
'Cause
live
there's a big
TV,
difference.
I'm pretty sure.
Because
It's like all the Discovery Plus channels too. So I guess you can get to watch those live and then you just watch the playbacks on Discovery Plus, or excuse me, now it's Max.
No, Discovery Plus is still a thing.
Yeah, but it's merging into Max, isn't it?
Eventually, not yet.
Where am I going? These things over here. But yeah, no, it's like
Because
so
I
you
still
got
have
like the
Discovery
travel
Plus.
channel
but-
and all that. Dude, I can't remember what it's called. We were looking into it because I was like, if it's like, I think it's like $20 a month.
Yeah. Because I need to have like news channels and I need to have the ability to watch like live TV. Because the one downside to a streaming platform is there needs to be a particular show that you want to watch to go to the platform to watch. There's no just like happening upon something like with flipping through channels or like going through the guide or something like that. And I kind of need that because I don't always have a show that I want to watch. And I need news. Like I need my local news.
There was once a day that I
I mean, I suppose you could do that with like whatever it is, Hulu Live.
sneaking looks up and down from across the room. Damn, what a hell of a view. I feel good, you look great. I like you.
But that's expensive, I think.
What? Hulu,
Hulu Live?
yeah, it's like $70 a month.
Yeah, it's like you might as well like between that plus your internet, like you might as well just have cable.
Now TV is what it's called. $20 a month, live sports, movies, and shows, no fees, no annual contracts, only $20 a month. Stream 40 plus live TV and on-demand channels like Hallmark, History, and AMC, plus access to Peacock Premium at no extra cost.
Wait, what's it called?
Now TV.
Now TV.
See channel lineup.
Yeah.
A&E, Afro, AMC, Animal Planet, BBC America, BBC News, Comedy.tv, Cooking Channel, Crime Investigation, Discovery Channel, Discovery Life Channel, Food Network, FYI, Get TV, Great American Family, Great American Living, GSN, Hallmark Channel, Hallmark Drama, Hallmark Movies and Mysteries, HGTV, History Channel, ID, IFC, Justice Central TV, Lifetime, LMN, I think it's Lifetime Movie Network, Magnolia Network, Military History Channel, Motor Trend, Own, Pursuit, Recipe TV.
So that's what's merging with Discovery Plus. It's not Max. Max has some because the Magnolia Network is over on Max now, but I don't know if I don't think the Discovery Channel is.
Discovery Plus is going to be, or everything on Discovery Plus is going to be merging with HBO Max. It's just going to become one thing called Max. Because
it's already Max
now.
Yeah, it's already Max, but I don't think they've moved everything over. Unless I'm being a chump and I'm still paying for Discovery Plus.
I'm paying for Discovery Plus.
We get Max for free. Wait, where are you seeing the listings and channels?
If you go to, so I went to their main website.
NowTV.com.
Yeah. And then if you scroll down, it says something about C channel lineup, and it has like a whole FA or frequently asked questions section.
Why is it telling me that it's $6.99, £6?
Did you go to the British site or something?
No, nowtv.com. Why is it saying?
Are you on the right Now TV?
Is the website nowtv.com?
I just went to Xfinity's main site.
Oh.
TV and streaming, Now TV. Oh, it's Xfinity.com/Now TV.
Oh yeah. Oh, there it is. Yeah, it's the one below it. I was like £6.99.
Watch 40 plus live TV channels and on demand on Xfinity Stream.
Yeah. All right. Here we go.
PJ starts talking in a British accent.
If it had TNT and TBS, I'd sign up in a heartbeat.
Yeah, because like you're gonna get all if Discovery Plus, if everything that's on Discovery Plus moves over to Max, this is literally the exact same lineup.
But you don't get to watch the live channels over there, do you?
Does it say that it's?
It says watch
live.
40 plus live channels and on demand.
Well, live and on demand. So some might be live, some might be on demand.
Pretty
Based
sure
on
if
the
they're
word.
listening, if they're.
But also, I don't want to watch that stuff live. I don't want to watch those channels live.
True. That's why I said if it had TNT and TBS where I could watch wrestling live, I'd be all over it.
But like, do you want? I mean, if you ask Brandon, he said yes. But like, do you want to watch the Weather Channel live?
Oh yes. You can't trust what you read on your phone.
I don't want to watch any of these channels live.
Oh, the Weather Channel.
Except maybe the History
all
Channel.
of them.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't care about watching the Weather Channel, but it has what is it? Rescue 401 or whatever it is.
Highway Through Hell.
Highway Through Hell. That's the one.
That thing even still going? I thought they quit. Or they quit the show.
I think they do like it's like Highway 401 where they follow different multiple.
Yeah, I'm gonna pass on that because that $20 a month. Get out.
It's still a whole hell of a lot cheaper than $70 a month for Hulu.
Yeah, but at least with Hulu you get good channels. Like you can get ABC.
Yeah, but it's just $70. What's good on ABC?
Right. Oh, that's just my local news.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say what's good on ABC these days?
No, but I'm pretty sure you get like ABC and like Fox and like the main network channels, and then
Yeah. So wouldn't it just be cheaper to get?
because I
Comcast?
I like to watch sports too, and like granted the only way I can watch watch the Red Sox or the Bruins is with like the local sports channel, which you can only get from them exclusively, which is like $30 a month, which is like not gonna do that. But like the Patriots are on CBS most of the time.
You pay to watch baseball?
No, I don't pay to watch. I have
Okay.
cable. No, but between cable, internet, and then we technically have a phone line, but we don't have a.
That's probably because it was cheaper with the bundle.
Yeah, the
or
bundle.
something.
Yeah. And I think we have like 1 gig internet, and then just regular cable and a phone line. I think we pay. I don't know. I auto pay it. I think it's like $200 a month.
Whew.
Yeah. Yep. So it's like I'm looking for a cheaper way, but I mean, think about it. Like if you pay $70 a month for Hulu, and to get like how much is like
I have
Wait,
just
we don't have-
gigabyte internet. And I pay $100 a month.
right? So then you're at 170. So it's an extra $30 a month to just have cable. Think about it. So it's like you're not saving anything.
Yeah, that's why I don't have Hulu.
My brother
Hulu
has
Live.
YouTube TV.
That's like the worst of them all, and it's still $60, I think.
Yeah, but he gets all, and that does all live.
Oh, because you get the NFL Network on there now, so he gets
he
access
does.
to all NFL.
He gets Red Zone and all that stuff.
Yeah.
And they don't watch a whole lot of like TV. Like we keep the TV on, right, on days that we both go to work. Like we leave the TV on for our cat, and it's just like mine, like HGTV. So we always have TV's always on.
Leave HGTV on for your cat.
Yep.
He's special needs cat.
Yeah. Separation anxiety.
Yeah.
So he sees people on TV and it's like, oh, okay.
It's more about like the voices.
Uh-huh.
I mean, I'm sure that she probably enjoys the peace and quiet. So maybe it's for our separation anxiety. It's like, well, yeah.
Our separation anxiety.
Yeah.
The cat's
well,
like, why are these dumbasses leaving the TV on? Turn it
Yeah.
off.
They're just like, shut up. I prefer the quiet. And we're just like, oh, well, you know, at least she's not alone. She's got voices.
That's why your cat meows at you non-stop from the bottom of the stairs. This is like, oh, you leave me here all day listening to these fuckers talk on the TV? Well, guess what? Meow, meow, meow.
Yeah, how do you like it?
Oh, you trying to do something? That sucks. Meow.
Yeah. Oh, it's
trying to
3
nap?
o'clock in the morning?
Meow.
You're trying to sleep? No.
Oh, is that you're trying to relax and get a little snooze fest on? Meow.
Too bad.
cat's just sitting there watching, like, when's this son of a bitch coming back to work? Jesus.
Oh, I haven't seen her at all. She's not allowed over here.
Not allowed to cross the border.
Nope. Even when even when I don't have COVID. Because we haven't really. We're afraid that she'll like jump off the ledge of the loft. Because it's a hefty drop. It's probably like I don't know, probably like at least like a 16, 17 foot drop.
So wait, you had to carry... Oh, God, you're a fucking madman.
What?
You had to carry all that stuff up?
What stuff?
All your computer stuff? It's like 3 flights of stairs?
Oh yeah, no, it's
Fuck.
yeah, the moving people were not happy.
Yeah, no kid.
I didn't do it.
I'd shit on your desk.
No. Yeah. I mean, we told them like in the description how many flights of stairs, and I don't think that they were happy about it. Like my computer, that's the least of my concerns. I felt bad for the Peloton guy.
Yeah, no kid. I'm talking about everything, like desk and all. Like,
I mean, there isn't too much up here. Like so like the loft area isn't the full size of the room. So there's like a 4-foot half wall that overlooks like a balcony thing that overlooks the like the rest of the guest bedroom, the floor below. So it's probably like a
that's so weird.
like
So weird. What do you
20
do
by
if you have a guest stay?
20 by 25. We don't have guests,
Just-
and if
So they
we do
start
have
snoring,
guests,
you look down over the ledge like, hey, shut the fuck up.
yeah, but if they're going to bed, I'm not going to be up here on my computer.
Oh, so you get that midnight itch to go racing or flying.
Yeah, well, I wouldn't do that
Shit out,
anyways. I mean, like, literally, the only stuff that's up here is like the exercise equipment, like the rower and the Peloton, and my computer stuff. And that's it. I mean, there's room for plenty more, but
Man, how big is this fucking loft?
it's big. Like I said, it's probably like
Wait, no, how
Oh,
big is
it's-
this fucking guest room? Jesus Christ.
Oh yeah, the guest room is huge. It's the biggest room in the house, like technically, because like it's a lofted ceiling too. So like the ceiling I'm in the loft part, and I would have to jump to touch the ceiling.
Jesus Christ.
And so if you're down in the guest bedroom, then you're talking probably like 25-foot ceilings.
Jesus.
Yeah. Like the loft space and the guest bedroom are probably, like, if you were to wall up the loft, I think they'd be like the 2 biggest rooms in the house.
Jesus.
Because the townhouse is, I want to say it's 30 feet wide by like 40 feet deep. And then yeah, something like that. So this loft space is 30 by 20 and has the vaulted ceiling, but then the guest bedroom's 30 by 20 and has like half of it has like 20-foot ceilings or whatever. Yeah. Not a bad space. And like I think our bedroom's like the smallest room of the house. Anyways, yeah, the cat don't come up here. Fall to its death.
Dying. Where's Brandon? I need an update on this ATV situation. Sorry, I was just thinking that, and you said hi.
Oh no, I don't want to hear that
You
shit.
said hi earlier. I need an update. I just remember I was like, oh, it's Fast Thursday.
The stupidity that came
Oh,
from that
his
conversation.
his side by side or whatever.
Yeah, he was supposed to get the or go see the guy on Thursday.
Yeah,
Oh, I want video.
You
proof
wanted
that
the
he beat
original,
this dude's
right?
ass.
one of the original parts.
The original parts that don't exist.
Yeah, I don't know. I was on like 4 medications when we were talking about it.
Well, JT came in during part of it, so he was thoroughly confused on what we were talking about, and then
Right,
he went
right.
back and watched it and instantly regretted it.
Dude, like the amount of stupidity and bullshit that came from the mouth. Like nothing makes sense. For one, you're not going to go to a mechanic. I don't give a shit who it is. And he's going to be like, "Oh, I'll give you a receipt, but it's going to be like a couple weeks before I can give it to you." That don't happen.
Yeah. That's the first red flag.
Even Mom, Paul, like out of the garage,
Well, that's what I was saying. It's like
we'll give you a receipt.
be able to produce you a receipt, even if you have work in like QuickBooks. Like, you can-
They have to give you a receipt.
yeah.
Like nothing he said makes sense. Then he's like, "Oh, well, I'll just work on it on a motor that they don't make parts for no more." Well, then how are you going to work on it if they don't make parts for it?
Oh yeah. I mean,
Just go buy a fucking new.
that's swindled.
Well, just get a new motor.
Yeah, I mean, I understand the desire to want to keep everything original, but if you're going to keep everything original, you're going to pay a premium to do it. Like,
And I could be wrong, but
regardless
the
of
way
what you're doing the work on. Like, even with like resto mod cars and like keeping everything original on cars, it's like there has to be a valid reason to do it.
Yeah, but,
But
you-
what-
And then if
people
you're going to do it,
that.
you're going to pay a premium to do it.
People do
But the
that
way I
only do
understand-
it to keep it like in pristine condition. Like they're
But-
not gonna be
Right.
driving it around.
The
and-
value, yeah. To
But the
keep
way I
value of
understand
it.
though is that's not the original motor.
No, he said it was.
Yeah, it is.
I thought he said something about no, the motor was replaced like in the 80s or something like that.
No, he was talking the thing he's got came with 2 different motors. The later ones have a different motor in it. He's got an earlier one, which the motor was like discontinued, and it's so hard to find parts or something like that for it.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I got.
Yep.
I was completely lost because
I don't know.
I honestly thought I said I asked him how much new motor would be, and he said $2,000. And I said, how much do you have in it? And he said $7,000. And I said $7,000. And he said, yeah. He claims that didn't happen, but when he said it was, when I was under the understanding he paid $7,000 when you can just pay $2,000 for a new engine, I was completely lost in that conversation.
Yeah, but I mean, the point also stands. Like at this point, how much do you have in it? $700. How much is this new engine? $2,000. I would just get a new engine.
Especially if it's something you're going to be using often. Like if you
What's the difference? Yeah, I mean, and that's the other point is like, are you trying to sell this at some point, like to trade it in and like have some trade-in value to it?
No,
The answer being no. So it's like, what do you like? What does it matter what you put in it? You can put in like a V6 in there if you want. I mean, you could like. Are you gonna be able to sell that for very much? No. But like, if it's not leaving the property and you're not trying to resell it ever, like, just put whatever the hell you want into it.
Yeah.
But if you want the original and parts and stuff, you're just gonna pay a premium. That's just the way it goes. It's not like
Especially if you want to keep it
it's not the
running.
1950s where like all the parts work for like all the vehicles and stuff, and like technology didn't change every year.
Oh, it's you in there. I was like, what's driving across the field there? But it's just you.
Oh yeah, things are picking up over here at the vineyard. So I learned that I'm supposed to, once the grass grows to a cutting height, I'm supposed to cut it all, and then I'm supposed to use the subsoiler and then go through it with the subsoiler and then fertilize.
You can tell he's been sick for a week because now he's watching how-to videos and farm sim.
Yep.
Well, let's put it this way. Thank God for my failed attempt at logging, because if it weren't for that, I would have been in here literally the entire week. To the point, like, I was in here for a bit, as you can tell by the amount of corn that's been planted.
Yeah, you just totally missed part of a field there.
I didn't finish it.
Oh, I didn't see any equipment around there. I was like, did he just like thought he was done, just left that field, or what?
Nah. No, and I finished the liming.
You did? I thought I finished the liming last week because I limed your fields.
I didn't lime my fields.
Oh, okay.
I limed everything else. I had a lot of time in my hands. But I was sitting there, and this is how much time I had. I started feeling bad for your cows. Because I didn't know, like...
Yeah, he knows how we all felt about his horses.
Yeah. Because I was like, shit, I'm in here, and time is progressing, albeit slowly, but it is progressing, and, like, I haven't done anything for the cows.
They're set for a couple months.
I was like, I don't really know what to do. I didn't even go bother checking on them. I was just like... was just hoping that they'd be okay.
Oh, yeah. The Angus cows aren't even half on food yet.
But yeah, so like I didn't even have a subsoiler for the grapes. And I guess that like helps fertilize. So if I do this and then subsoil, it fertilizes the grapes, and then I come in afterwards with the fertilizer, and then that's supposed to do it better, or like add additional, yeah, something like that. I read it in a couple places. I don't know if it's true or not, but I figured might as well give it a try. But it's going to take so long for me to just to do anything.
Shit.
I'm starting that shit.
Dude, it's 5 o'clock board started getting my ass. The youngest ones start middle school on Thursday. Yeah, Wednesday they had a barbecue for like they go pick up their schedules and they get to tour around the school, find all their classes, and then they have transition day. So the first grade in each school, so like kindergarten, what's the other one? I can't remember. But basically all the grades, all the first grade in each school attends that day, and they go through like the rotations and stuff. So she rides the bus. So the bus, she's like the last stop, and she's supposed to go on the bus at 7:14. Well, they have an app where you can watch where the bus is at.
Get
so
out.
I watched this guy go do like 3 circles, all right, before he comes down the road where she's supposed to be picked up at. So it was like 7:06 when he started heading that way, and I was like, all right, well, that's close enough. You know, hop in the car, we'll go. We turned down the road and watched the bus just go right on by. And I was like, what the hell? Like, he didn't even stop. He didn't slow down. No, he just rolled right on by. So we were sitting there, and I was like, maybe that wasn't your bus. And then the app updated, and he was sitting at the intersection where the bus was sitting at. I was like, oh, that was your bus. And I was like, maybe he comes back, because the school's the other way. So he's got to come back down this road. And so I watched him go do another circle up, like he went down, he made a right onto the highway to make the first left, then go up the highway, and then he went all the way up outside of town just to come back down the highway, hit another side road, and then he came and stopped at the stop. So he did effectively this giant loop just to turn around and go back. It's like, oh my god. This guy, poor guy, is burning through diesel fuel here, because I watched him do, in total, 4 complete loops during this bus route. It's like, you're just passing kids twice. Like, there's an easier way, because he could pick up my kid when he passes there the first time, and then just take the side road back into the school. Like, he doesn't have to come back down this way to get to the school. So he's making an extra trip when he doesn't have to. I'd be a bus driver, but I'd probably beat the living shit out of some kids, and then, you know, I'd be locked up.
Yeah. Well, I just remember what my friends and I put our bus driver through, and like in hindsight, looking at that, it was like, yeah, I wouldn't have put up with that.
Yeah, no, because the first time I seen the kid stand up, I'd slam on the brakes, so he went flying like 2 seats ahead, and like, you should have sat down, Jimmy.
Oh, well, last day of school in like middle school, my friend opened up the emergency exit door in the back, jumped out like while the bus was stopped at a bus stop. Or no, it was just taking off after the bus stop. And so it was moving. And he jumps out of the back of the bus, and it's where there's like polo fields that are right there. And he starts running. He runs across the street, starts running across the polo fields, which are massive. It takes off all his clothes to streak, and just sprinting. Throws it in the... So he essentially no clothes, has his backpack on, sprinting across the polo fields naked with the back door, like the emergency door of the bus, going. If you were the bus driver for that, like,
Wait, how do you not notice? Because don't them things buzz when they open?
no, they noticed. But like, what are you gonna do? By the time they can't just like
pretend that kid doesn't exist.
Yeah, but the door, you can't drive with the door open. Became a whole thing, and they were like, who was that? Like, we all knew who it was. We're like, I don't know. Like, I don't even know if that kid goes to our school. So. I mean, that's just the tip of the iceberg. This is the first one I remember. I couldn't be a bus driver. Shit that people pull.
I was always a good kid on the bus. My one and only after school detention was from the bus ride. I mean, my buddy were slapping each other, and the bus driver thought we were fighting, so he like slammed on the brakes and grabbed us and separated us, and the next day we had to go to the counselor, and he's like, after school detention for fighting on the bus, and we're like, we weren't fighting. And he goes, the counselor's like, yeah, I thought it was a bit weird because you two are always hanging out. He's like, so you two are good? And we're like, yeah. He goes, well, you're still serving after school detention. Just don't do that play fight again. Fuck.
Okay.
like they had this whole like we were gonna have to have a talk and all this other thing. It was like, no, we were goofing around. We weren't being serious. But the bus driver like grabbed my friend by the neck and like drug him up to the front and threw him in the seat, and he put me in the middle. Like, jeez. Other than that, he's like the nicest bus driver ever. Like because he was like retired, so he drove bus just for something to do during his days, and around Christmas time, he would always go down to Florida for the rest of the winter. So we'd have a fill-in bus driver, and every year he'd make us a stocking with like homemade fudge and shit in it, like a whole ass stocking full of treats and cookies and all of those stuff. Like this is the coolest bus driver ever. I'm sorry I pissed you off, but it was just play fun. I still got some awesome. Were they like creamsicle candy canes? They're amazing. What's crazy is the one bus driver that filled in for him was in his 80s, and he was still driving. And like we were out to the state fair one year, and one of the like free entertainers, he was like, so let's see who's been married such and such years, and they were all standing up, and he after such and such, they're like, they start sitting down, and he goes 60 years, and this dude and his wife are still standing. They've been married for 60 freaking years. Like, good God. That's impressive.
It is.
But on the topic of buses, have you seen that video of that girl jumping out of the back of the bus and just face planting?
No, I have not.
Oh. They're doing like a bus drill, and she just jumps out of the bus and straight face plants. And you just the most sickening thud. And you just, I'm all right. Damn, how far back was it? Damn, I smell like too many TikToks.
I'm so going to hell.
You're just now
That's fair.
There's nothing better than watching a fat person trying to zip line. And either they crash straight to the ground,
Or they don't have the arm strength to hold them up.
or they go all the way to the end and instead of stopping, it flips them off the zip line. There's nothing funnier than watching other people.
send my wife way too many TikToks.
My wife and I constantly send each other TikToks.
Same here, but I'm trying to find this video of this chick face planting, and I've easily scrolled past a couple hundred. Oh, here it is. Here it is.
I was gonna say, you don't have it liked?
His face planted. Oh, I like him, but it was so long ago that I had to go through it and find it.
In the meantime, okay.
The newest thing on TikTok, I can't get enough videos of babies farting. They're so funny.
There's a trend going around about Rainbow Six, and I don't understand it. And I'm pretty up to date on all of like the what's cool on TikTok. And this one, I don't understand.
What's going on with Rainbow Six?
It's just it's like something about a no-knock warrant, and these people are like hiding with some kind of gun in a like really good hiding spot where no one would find them, and I don't really understand it. I don't know if it's referring to like when swatting used to be a thing. But it seems like every time I hop on there, I see one of those videos. Yeah, I don't know. Wasn't sure if there's like a new Rainbow Six game out.
Not that I heard. The most
Yeah,
recent one is CS2 is coming out. I was playing
What's
that
CS2?
earlier. Counter-Strike 2.
Oh.
Oh shit, man. Yeah, it's if you have Prime, basically if you paid for it back before it became free, and you have a comp rank, you got invited to the playtest thing. So I have both, and I was playing it earlier. It looks a whole lot better. It's still the same like mechanics and everything, but like the visuals and everything are a lot better.
Yeah.
The flames actually look good. Flames and smokes actually look like smoke. Instead of just a gray wall and orange wall.
Well, yeah, because CSGO came out.
Like
What, like-
2010, 16?
I was gonna say, I think it's like 15, maybe.
Yeah, it's old.
Yeah. Although I think I still paid money for it.
I did too. I paid for it, but now they have it. So like,
Yeah, but I'm sure. I mean,
you pay $15.
you've gotten your money back for it.
Oh yeah, because it's currently Prime. Like it's called Prime. It's
Yeah.
$15. You buy it, you get access to drops, which I get a drop maybe once a week, and like usually it's I get 2 drops at once. I get a gun and a box. A box is like $1. So I'm making $1 off every box. It used to be like the boxes were like 20 cents each, so you made like 15 cents off of them. Now I'm making like $1 off every box that I get dropped. Like I told my wife, I was like, boxes alone you'll get paid back within a couple of months if you just play it. Like, because you don't even have to play comps to get dropped. You can play anything and get dropped. So the more, like, I would imagine more games like arms race and stuff that you play, the more frequent drops you're gonna get because they're so much quicker of a game. But hell yeah, no, I even
Well, because remember you were talking a while back about like selling stuff off, and you had
so I sold all of my my skins off because I stopped playing it for a long time, and I made well over $200 just off my skins to buy games.
Right.
And half of that went to WWE 2K22, and that was a huge disappointment.
Yeah, I know. I was actually just like, I spent a good portion of the day yesterday looking at games, and I just like kept going back to WWE 2023. I was like, he's so good. I used to play all the time.
Yeah, I mean, 2K20 sucked horribly, but I think they made it up for it in 22. I've played 23 briefly, but
Do you have 23?
I don't have it. I played it to someone else's account.
Well, anytime you're thinking about doing some wrestling,
If it goes on sale,
it
I'll-
never
I'll
goes
pick it
on
up.
sale.
It was just 45% off.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, I would have gotten it. Oh, maybe I don't have it on a wish list. Hang on. But I spent some time the other day looking for some like multiplayer free games. So I have a list that I can send out shortly to you guys. Oh, JT's gone.
He's like, on that note, I'm out.
I don't know. I guess I don't have it on my wish list. Hey, now I do. All right, if it ever goes on sale, because I'm not paying $60 for that.
Yeah, no. My wife would not
So-
let me pay $60.
45, 60. So, yeah, it's still like $35.
Yeah, when it was like 45, yeah, I was still like, I think it was $40. That might have been,
Yeah. Oh, okay.
might not have been
Yeah.
45%, but yeah.
Yeah, probably. That's still a lot. But I get some use out of that. Because that one, like, you can, like, I don't know, it's like, I don't play, like, I have NBA 2K23, and, like, I don't play online against anybody ever.
I never played
I don't
sports
like-
games online.
Yeah.
I think the
Yeah,
only time
I
I've
don't.
ever played sports games online is when we were playing like Madden and stuff like that. I
Yeah,
never
but that was
played
against somebody that you knew.
Yeah. I never played just random people online sports games. That's
But I
never
play,
had
like,
any interest in that.
I played WWE for like the career mode, and then if like you had it too, then we could do it together. But it at least has a good career mode.
I haven't played 23's career. Oh yeah, I did. I played the female side of it because I didn't know. Like,
Oh.
you get 2 choices to start with, and it's like you can either be the relative of a WWE legend, or you can be a indie wrestler. I was like, I want to be related to a legend, and it's like, all right, well, you're a female. I'm like, okay.
Okay.
You play the niece of a WWE legend, made up WWE legend.
Okay. Alright, so for free games, also, I think I already told you, they're coming out with Escape Simulator for VR.
Yeah.
Yeah. And they're coming out with a new Mud Runner game.
Oh, good lord.
It's only single player, though. It's called Expeditions.
They should make
And
that
it looks-
Russian village simulator multiplayer.
I know, they really should.
I actually
there's
had
a-
fun playing it. It's so ridiculous.
There's actually a $10 game that actually looks pretty good because it's like a combination like horror game and like escape room. So there's that, and then there's a game. Well, we played. What was it? Two of Us or whatever it was. What was it? Where you get shrunk down?
Oh, It Takes Two?
It Takes Two, yeah, that. So there's another game that came out around the same time. It's called Sackboy.
Okay.
Yeah, it actually looks pretty good, but it's like a similar style. So I'll send you Sackboy. So those are the paid ones. Those ones cost money. Labyrinth is $10, but I think that looks pretty darn good.
Oh, man.
Then for free ones, that Russian Fishing 4, the Bingo Room, Extreme Tag, and Forklift Racer.
What? Oh, man.
Everything I do so instinctive and so passionate. Every word I move so descriptive like an adjective. I got a vendetta against people who patented being negative when you should be getting after it. I got facts over tracks. Listen, that spitting slow, spitting fast. I could roast, I could gas. Think I'm okay at last, but I don't know if that can erase all the past and the pettiness. A reflection of the emptiness. Hilarious. You think you're worth my time? You're delirious, mysterious because you are behind a fake exterior. Inferior, you know I'll always be a bit superior. Get off of me. This ain't no humble brag. I want you to hear words, you can say them back. I want you to feel free from the chains that last and to believe in what you got. It was built to last. Yeah.
What's up, Stanley? How are you, man? This maintenance man, I swear. When he was outside when we got back today, so when he was starting to walk over, I was like, "Hey, man, I got a question for you. Our oven, it doesn't cycle. So you put something in there, it just keeps heating up. It doesn't shut off. Like once it gets to a certain temperature. And the stove does the same thing, where like if you turn it even on the lowest setting, the coil thing will heat up. It turns orange. Like you have to turn it all the way off and let it cool down, and then turn it back on to resume. So I talked about it with my dad and stepmom, and they're like, probably the heating element's gone bad. So
yeah,
I was telling him
exactly what that is.
Yeah, I was telling him, I was like, I was just wondering if that was what the issue was, or like I wanted to get your opinion before I go talk to the office lady so she can put a work order and all that. And he goes, yeah, no, and he was talking about, well, the new ones have sensors in them that you have to have a pot on there. I was like, what are you even on, dude? I'm telling you, it's heating up. And he's like, oh yeah, no, you have to put a pot on there for it to heat up. I'm like, no, it heats. It just stays heating. It doesn't cycle through. And he's like, oh, well, no, you got one of the older stoves. You don't have one of the newer ones with the sensor. So yeah, we'll just did one of your old apartment work? Yeah, okay, well, if you catch me outside sometime next week, just say something, and we can swap them out. Alright.
Okay. So they're gonna take one from one of the old units and put it in yours.
Yeah. Well, this shit's old anyway, so. The stove I had in the last one was older, but at least I didn't have to worry about shit burning. Got a ham to cook, and I can't cook it because it'd just be burnt.
Oh, that's stupid.
It's like I enjoy cooking, and I can't cook shit I want to cook because of the stove not shutting off. Like it just keeps heating up. Like you try to boil water, it takes forever for it to heat up, but once it does, like you turn it up to 7. Like I haven't even turned it up past 7 on the knob. It goes up to 10.
Yeah.
I haven't turned it past 7. You get it up to 7, it starts glowing orange, and then you turn it down to 1. It just starts glowing brighter, so you have to turn it all the way off. So I'll gladly take my older stove back over this.
Yeah,
damn
the
thing.
older stuff works better, anyways.
Can't read the knobs, the wording on all the knobs have rubbed off, but at least you know it's not gonna burn your shit.
Right.
I'm pretty good, Stanley. Thank you, Anthony.
perception stuck in a vault. I know that time can heal all, but how much time till we fall? It's awfully chilly outside when there's no shelter to hide. When everything is a lie, you'll find that out in some time. But when the things on your mind are all considered a crime, communication aside, we'll all just fight till we die. Is this an argument or just a
I tried to extend those grapes all the way out there in 33, but for some reason it kept saying something was blocking it, and I couldn't.
No, that's fine. This is gonna be plenty of grapes. My lord. Like, I'm only on the shorter part of the field. So I'm only at like 33.
Yo, you haven't done 32 yet?
No. Granted, I did like a few. I think I did like 3 or 4 rows because I was liming and planting, and I was essentially doing that, waiting for the grass to grow here. And then I think, I don't know. Jeez, when did I ask you about the planting?
Wasn't that like Saturday or Sunday?
Yeah, it was the 27th. Yeah, it was Wednesday. Last Wednesday. And then when did you post your video about the interior?
Wednesday, or no, Monday.
Monday. Yeah, so I haven't been in here since Monday. So I did probably 20 minutes of cutting grass before tonight. So you can grab another one of these mulchers if you want.
That's what I was doing. Getting me a tractor and a mulcher, that way I can help.
Oh, okay. You can do. I already have it. I think I have a tractor set up for the subsoiler on it.
Oh, right there.
Just gotta get yourself a mulcher. Or get yourself a tractor. That works too.
I got both.
Alright.
Both of one of the little Kubota. Do it.
Oh, the Kubotas. I mean, it's a good looking vineyard though.
Oh yeah, we're gonna have a shit ton of grapes.
Mm-hmm.
What's up, Chad the lad? How you doing, bud?
And that 30-yard dumpster that's next to the garage, is that wood chips?
I
I
don't.
was trying to figure out what it was, but I couldn't.
It might be. I don't remember what I put something in it. And I don't remember what I was because I
was gonna go sell it off, but I was like, I don't know what this is.
Yeah, I don't remember what I put in there. Because I put something
It
in there. I was
looks-
like, he's going to be like, what the hell is this shit? And I completely forgot what it
It
was.
looks like wood chips, which would make sense because
I
like
can't remember if
there
it
were
was wood
trees
chips.
in between the fields, so you would have had to cut down trees.
Yeah, I cut down a bunch of trees. I don't
Yeah,
remember if it was wood
but
chips
we don't have
or
a chipper in here.
there was something you had on the ground there by your house. I scooped that up and
No,
put it
that
in
would have been.
something.
That was the other fertilizer, I want to say, because it was white.
okay. Oh, I didn't. Jesus, this is huge. I completely
Yeah.
forgot it's over here behind these silos.
Yep. That's quite the undertaking. I'm just gonna have to make a point to come in here more than just Friday nights to do stuff.
not think this one through. So we went to see that movie Strays.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. It's one of those movies where like all the funny moments were in the previews.
Yep.
With the trailers. So.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it was still it's worth a watch, but I wouldn't go to the movies and see it. It cost. We had to pay full price. I'd probably been disappointed. But
yeah.
We paid $2 per person. So.
Oh yeah, you're saying that was like the discounted day, right?
Yeah, we'll never do that again.
No.
Well, if I do, I'm bringing my own snacks. My wife's getting a bigger purse, and we're bringing our own snacks in. Because
right.
Popcorn was dry, so and the little butter stations they have set up.
Yeah, all out of butter.
Yeah, all out of butter. They had no ice whatsoever, so all the drinks were hot. I was like, yeah, no. And then the seats were like, my seat wasn't that bad, but the tray was pretty. It looked like it hadn't been wiped down in like a week.
Yeah,
it was pretty crusty. But the woman down from us, she was just like. My wife went to the bathroom. The whole time my wife was in the bathroom, she's standing. I was like, oh my god, I don't even want to stay here. This is so disgusting. It's so greasy. Oh my god. She gave me a headache. And my wife come back. She's like, what's wrong with you? I'm like, I'm fine. Well, you don't seem fine. I'm not going to put this woman on blast when she's sitting right next to us.
No, but it's just like, yes, we're all experiencing the same thing.
Yeah.
It's just like, you keep your thoughts to yourself, and like she's vocalizing them angrily. And
I can
it's not gonna do anything though. Like it's not gonna do anything.
I told my wife, I was like, I'll give the movie theater another shot because this is the first time we went to the movie theater. It's
oh yeah,
relatively new. I was like, I'll give them another shot. I was like, it's the first time we went, and according to what people were telling us, they're like, make sure you get there early. Which we got there like 45 minutes before the movie started, and they were just slammed.
Yeah,
like. And from what they were telling us, that's the people were telling us that's how it was literally all day. So, like I told her, they probably, because after the movie, my wife had to use the bathroom again. As I was sitting there waiting for it, like the woman was refilling everything, and she's like, "This is our last pack of napkins." No, I guess she was the manager. She goes, "You're kidding me, right?" She goes, "No, we have no more napkins in the back." I was like, "God damn."
Well, I mean, if you think about it, like, I mean, movie theaters were like one of the first places to shut down for COVID, and like they really haven't had to deal with crowds since then. So like they're drastically underprepared. I was laughing because Taylor Swift announced that she's doing like a movie. I guess she like filmed the movie of her concert that she's gonna be playing in theaters everywhere, and like obviously my wife got tickets for that, and I was just like, oh my god, these poor people at AMC or whatever. I think there's like 3 movie theater companies that are going to be running it, and like all the tickets are sold out already, and it's like, do they know what they're in for? Because like this show is playing like every half hour for the entire weekend, and it's going to be a bunch of Swifties like sold out in movie theaters, like screaming along with the concert. Like they're not prepared for the concessions or the cleanup or the sheer number of people. Like those movie theaters are going to be more packed than I don't know what like a Star Wars or I don't know what was cool. What was a cool movie to see where people would like line up outside?
The Avengers, the last movie, The Avengers, I guess. I don't know. I think it's the only thing I can think of recently.
Mm-hmm.
The last movie of Harry Potter.
Where people like were Harry Potter movies. Yeah, I wouldn't call like the Avengers or anything.
Oh, the Avengers
superhero related. But that quickly fizzled.
Yeah, but people
because
were
they
excited
just
for the last movies.
Yeah, but they just don't get me started on the superhero movies. All right, it's the same thing as the Star Wars movies. Or
They just Star Wars movies. Those newer
pump them out. Well, yeah, but they just pump them out. They pump them out, and it's like storyline be damned. We're just gonna do this because it's a money grab. And people in the Marvel and DC universe, I think, are starting to catch on now. I think they're finally starting to catch on that it's a money grab. It took them long enough.
I mean, the story is already.
Yeah, Harry Potter. Not all of them. Not all of them.
Yeah, no. All the superhero movies are already written. It's comic books. They're just taking shit out of the comic books and putting it in movies. That's why people are so excited because they get to see like their favorite characters, like smaller characters and everything. The only one that's doing it different really is Deadpool, because they're having like it has its own like storyline. It's using like details from the comics, but it's like a whole different storyline.
Yeah.
But most of the shit that like the Thor and all that was all in comics. All that.
I know those were in comics.
Avengers.
And stuff. Yeah. I don't know. I'm probably biased because I was never into any of that stuff.
I was never really into comic books, but I love Deadpool. Like anything Deadpool, I'll give a shot because he's just hilarious. Like the game itself, I thought was absolutely hysterical. The movies, especially Ryan Reynolds, my man crush, like, you know, my favorite comic book, favorite comic book character, not a superhero. My favorite comic book character, played by my man crush, like it was match made in heaven.
Oh yeah. And I guess it would be like... Oh?
Damn, Tony joined late.
Yeah. I guess it'd be like the Harry Potter like premiere weekend where everyone would dress up. I guess that'd be like the most recent thing that I can relate to. Where like all the movies for the entire weekend were sold out. And all of the Swifties are treating this like it is the concert. So like dressing up, having friendship bracelets.
Oh yeah, I've seen it. Well,
yeah, but they're gonna be doing that except for the movie.
Yeah, no, I've seen like people going crazy over it because the same movie theater I follow on Facebook and they posted.
And it's like, can you imagine? So
poster of it.
Imagine your movie theater. Imagine your movie theater dealing with that crowd. for 3 days straight. And that's a minimum, I guarantee. I mean, she's gonna, like, Taylor Swift's probably gonna make, I don't know, easily like 100 million off of this.
Oh, sure.
Easily. And if she does what the true, like, hardcore Swiftie fan base that looks for all the Easter eggs and stuff, if she does what they're saying is like the 2 special songs in the concert,
Special
they're-
songs in the concert? What?
yeah, she plays 2 special songs that are like, she plays the same set every night except for 2 songs, and it's a big deal as to what those 2 songs are, and it changes based on the night that she plays. So this movie is a recording of, over the course of the 3 nights that she played in LA, and each night she played 2 different special songs. So what they're theorizing is that you're not going to get the same, like, no one's going to get the same movie. Because one movie will have 2 of the special songs. You know, another theater will have 2 of the other special songs. And then a third theater will have the remaining.
If I was Taylor
songs.
Swift, I would play into that knowing that all the songs are probably included.
No, well, here's the thing: is she can make more money because these people are so insane that they will go see the movie.
That's what I'm saying. If I was Taylor Swift,
3
I would
times
play
to
into
go
that
see
so
all
hard.
6. She knows what she's doing. She's not stupid.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying.
So
Like,
that's
guaranteed,
what they're theorizing
I'm-
is going to happen. And then
I'm
it's just like,
100% sure that, like,
so instead of spending
either
$20
just gonna
for
have-
a ticket, you're going to spend $60. You're going to spend 3 times as much so that you can see all the songs. And, like, my wife showed me a TikTok video of that conspiracy theory because I was curious because she asked me if I wanted to go, and I was like, no, fuck no. And she got some of her friends to go, but I was like, I'm curious because, like, I wanted to know where they, like, is it just one concert that they filmed end to end, or did they, like, take bits and pieces from every single show, or, like, how it was constructed. And then I found out that, and then she showed me the video of, like, one of the, like, leaders of the Taylor Swift fan club that has a huge following on TikTok, and posted this theory. And everyone's like, yeah, that's what it's gonna be. Of, like, the separate, like, individual movie theater experiences with the 2 different songs. And it's just like, yeah, that's exactly what she's gonna do. I mean, who thinks to, like, does their US tour takes, like, a couple week break, plays in Mexico, where she just finished last weekend, is taking a month off, and then is going to, like, Europe, I think, in November. But during that off time is providing, like, an entire theatrical experience for people to go watch the concert. Like, genius. Absolutely genius.
this is the thing, though. It's going to be the same movie. No matter what theater you go to, it's going to be the same movie.
Have you ever met, like, a hardcore Swiftie? And also, it won't be, because, like,
Guaranteed
if
it will
they
be. I'll put money on it.
if they play the concert through and through, like, end to end,
Oh, it's not going to be.
you're talking
they're gonna,
3 separate concerts. So each concert, these people notice the slight nuances in every single concert. My wife watches the concert every single weekend.
No, I'm saying
on
what they're gonna
TikTok.
do. What they're gonna do is when they like live albums are recorded over a period of time, like, or that's how they used to be, like back in the day.
See, that's what my thought was.
They filmed all 3 days, and they're gonna cut out and edit it all together. So more than likely, it's either gonna be she's just gonna have 2 of the songs, or she's gonna have all the songs in one movie. It's not gonna be 3 separate movies.
I think it's gonna be 3 separate movies.
I don't think so. I do. You know how much chaos that would cause?
Don't you think that's how much chaos has the Taylor Swift tour?
Exactly, but you're causing it for like people who are people are gonna be pissed off if they can't go to see it. You know,
my wife's pissed off that she couldn't get tickets to the Taylor Swift concert, and she played in Gillette for 3 nights.
Yeah, but I'm saying people are gonna get pissed off that
there's a lot of pissed off people.
There's a lot more people that can afford it. And there's gonna be a lot of pissed off people if they can't find what theater, and no theater's gonna list it and be like, "Oh, we're showing version A, version B." So you're just gonna have people flooding, and people are gonna get pissed if they can't find it. I don't think they're gonna be separate movies. It's either she's gonna include
You're not married to a Swiftie.
She's either gonna include all 6 songs in one movie, or it's gonna be just, or they might just cut that all out together. That might be like going to the concert exclusive sort of thing.
Nope.
I bet. I put money on it. I'd put money on it.
Okay. I don't think you know the Swifties that well. The Swifties will gladly shell out $60 versus $20.
There's a lot of dumbasses out there that would do
an extra
that.
2 songs. No, all of them. I'm telling you, all of them.
Not your casual Taylor Swift fans.
No, but there's no.
And I don't think it's
going to
be as popular I don't think it's going to be as popular as the actual concert.
Obviously not, but you have. All right, put it this way: there's Gillette Stadium for a concert holds about 70,000 people. She played 3 nights. You have to factor in the amount of people that bought tickets for more than 1 night. So 210,000, and let's take away of that 30,000 that went multiple nights. So possible 180,000 people for all of New England and outside of New England, because people travel for Taylor Swift. But 180,000. There's way more than 180,000 hardcore
How you doing, man?
dedicated Swifties in this area. Guaranteed. So
I guarantee
there's a lot of people
there are a lot of people that are going to go watch it. But
so butthurt by not getting tickets, but desperately wanted to. That are the hardest of hardcore Swifties.
I think it definitely will sell out, but it's not going to be as popular. There's not going to be as many people just dying. A lot of people who just really wanted to go to those concerts want to be part of the trend and be like, oh, this is what the cool kids are doing. That's why they were all going in, sitting out in the parking lots and all this other shit.
I'm sure that's part of it, but once, if there are 3 separate versions, once people catch wind of that, the hardcore Swifties will go see all 3. I'm not saying that it's going to be sold out for every single one all the time, but the hardcore Swifties will go see all 3. I promise you.
Yeah, you know how much money they'd have to put out to do 3 separate versions?
$60.
No, I'm talking about the actual production and everything.
Taylor Swift is going to be making close to $1 billion off of this.
Okay, but they're not. I'm again. I will bet my left
how much
nut
it costs.
That there's not going to be 3 separate movies. There's no way.
I know. I've been included in the Taylor Swift chaos, and I as soon as that theory was floated, I'm like, yep, that's 100% what she's going to do, because she's been doing that the entire time with the concerts, playing 2 special songs every single time. That's exactly what she would do, because she knows that her audience is psychotic like that, and she's super egotistical because she just eats it all up. So
Got home from high school football
yeah,
game. Nice, who won?
that's my guess.
Home team?
Anything to, I think she's in this phase of like after the Scooter Braun stuff, she's making a point to make as much money as possible to stick it to Scooter Braun.
Stick it to the man.
Yep, that's exactly what she's doing.
I don't know why I know this. Probably because it popped up in my news feed or something. But Justin Bieber dropped him as his manager.
Yep. Oh, that was a while ago.
Yeah. But
That was a while ago.
He said
Who's
so
the most recent person to do it? I forget.
another female artist. Another most.
Yep. Yep.
I saw it. It popped up in the news feed the other day. Nice, Sean. Nice.
Ariana Grande.
She's still relevant.
Yeah, she's always relevant. Although she's going to be the next Mariah Carey. Both in the sense of like singing ability on par, but also like sit around and do nothing and still be famous.
Just at Christmas time, you become like the most popular thing, and then you disappear for another 11 months.
Yep, pretty much.
She's not even that good of a singer.
Yes, she is.
No, she's not.
Yeah, she is.
No.
She's got chops.
No.
Yep.
No.
Yeah, she does.
That's all mostly auto-tuned.
It's not.
Yeah, it is.
It's not.
Yeah, it is.
It's
Yeah, it is.
you're not.
Yeah,
Okay.
it is.
Listen, I'm the first person to claim auto-tune. That's why I don't listen to new music ever. Because none of it's recorded. Well, everything's digitally recorded, so it can be like adjusted. And that's voices aside. I'm talking about like instruments and stuff. It's all digitally recorded.
Generated.
I hate it. Yeah. And that's why I really liked the Foo Fighters, because they recorded everything on like an actual, like onto tape. So I had a big appreciation for that. Because it's like, you hear a band,
Oh, man.
you hear their album, and then you go see them live, and you're like, what the hell happened? And it's like, oh, because they digitally recorded everything, so they could like fix any like timing issues, or like if you missed a note or something like that, they can correct it all, so it sounds perfect. So I'm the first person to claim auto-tune and digital recording. But if like she's one of the few. Her and Miley Cyrus are like two of the only ones that I think. Yeah, no, she can actually sing.
Yeah, when she's not doing stupid shit. Yeah, no, I 100% agree with you. Like
Well, nobody is saying that these people aren't doing stupid shit. I mean, they're human, so they're gonna be doing stupid shit all the time. It's to be expected. I don't have a problem with that.
But the best part of the movie was the guy that was sitting next to my wife fell asleep halfway through the movie. So you just hear, like, even in the quiet, and there was a part where like there's fireworks setting off in the movie, and it was super loud. Like it alone was rattling the chair. Dude slept through it, and any quiet moment, all you hear is. Movie's over, credits are rolling, lights come on, we get up, and I start to walk off and turn around, dude's still sitting there. So I told him, I was like, should we wake him up? So my wife turned around and she like rubbed his arm, and he goes, huh, what? She goes, the movie's over. He looks up and sees the credits. Oh shit.
Yeah, I've done that. It's like the one of the X-Men movies. Fell asleep during that, and it was like definitely snoring. It's, you know, one of the rare side effects of the having the recliner seats.
Oh, that was another complaint of mine. Those were uncomfortable. The seats, like the leg rest,
The
hurt.
What?
Yeah,
What kind of seats are you sitting in?
those are them reclining ones. Like
Like the ones with like, the electric.
Yeah,
What the hell?
yeah. But the leg rest was
What
like
kind of movie
super
theater?
uncomfortable.
Is it like a chain?
No, it's a local one.
Oh well.
But I mean, it had like even had heated seats. Like you could control like the headrest and everything. The rest of it was comfy, but for some like it just made it hurt my legs with sitting there propped up.
Man.
I was like,
You sound
"This
like an old
sucks."
man.
Dude, I was sweating my ass off, dude. My wife was like, "Did you have the heated seats on?" I was like, "No,
Maybe.
I don't think so." She goes, "Was the light on?" I was like, "I didn't see any lights." But I was just
Right.
like hitting buttons randomly, trying to like get more comfortable. So I probably hit the heated seats, and I was sitting there roasting my ass off. And then somebody ripped a fart in the mouth that was super loud. It was like one of the quiet moments, like the serious moments of the movie. And all you hear is.
Yeah,
I
I
have
never used
not-
heated seats.
I have not been to a movie since Deadpool 2.
Oh well, yeah.
Apparently our next one's already planned because my youngest one really wants to see the Five Nights at Freddy's movie when it comes out in October.
Oh.
Okay, that's a lie. I think the last movie we went to see was with her was one of the Trolls movies.
Oh yeah.
Oh, it's not midnight yet. I still gotta record after.
Jeez. Well, end it
Oh,
early.
I can't wait until this week. This will be the first week. I'll have the daytimes to myself.
Oh
And I
yeah.
can record so I don't have to stay up late and record. I'm gonna get so much work done.
There you go.
ingest, I retain, assess, and I change. Possessed by the thought, I'll be feeling one given from society. Transform me, cloud, fame, love, disease, and plague. Big off, love, to hate it, have to play the game, have to make a name. All our insecurities are on this is all the enemy. Think that it was meant to be. Living in a time where disease is on every screen. I know most of festering. Negativity is a plague for the mentally weak. No mercy, all I got is working. Never stop searching, never quit subversing. I'm toxic and psychotic, but there's logic. You can't stop it, it's been chronic. Since I was a voice on erotic and chaotic. Oh!
Oh man.
You know, the only good thing to doing these grapes is it's kind of like bumper bowling.
Just bounce back and forth between the vines.
Oh yeah, so I can just like kind of set it in the direction that I think's straight, and then just like tab out and just keep an eye on it. And you know, if it starts to stray over to one side, I can just jump back in and correct it. It's not bad. And the downside is there's so many of these to do.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I see the you. You said it to stop.
Well, no, I was doing. I had hired help for planting, and then I was over there while hired help was going.
Yeah,
But then
'cause
he
also-
finished it, so now I got to start another field.
Yeah, the downside of this is you can't do hired help.
Yep. Well, the downside of some of these fields you can't do hired help, like this one I'm in. It's just all over the
Yeah,
place.
if it's like a weird shape.
Yep.
Yeah.
Looks like a damn puzzle piece.
No, which one are you in?
The one right across from your house.
Oh yeah, yeah, that's the worst one.
It's so big too. Like,
Yeah, it is a big field, deceivingly.
so I had this. I think it's borderline being stalked now. Like, so this kid has been just straight up just harassing me for a couple months now. Like, he just keeps creating new accounts and messaging me and all this. He's gone as far now as he created the most recent one he created. It was some weird name, and you can clearly tell that the picture was like something he found online and posted some random firefighter. And in the bio, it was, I'm a firefighter from Lancaster, PA. Someone who, like, it's a place that I talked about quite frequently. That's where one of the places I spent most time as a child, and where we traveled to. It's originally from Harrington, Delaware, my hometown. I am a, how do you word it? I'm a camera person for fire photography. Like, who words it like that? I enjoy taking pictures of fire trucks. Like, who words it as a camera person for fire photography?
Yeah, that's not right.
And he sent me a message, and he's like, "Hey, I'm originally from Harrington, Delaware. I'm in Lancaster now. Yeah. I just really enjoy your channel and your mods and blah blah blah." And I responded with, "Not falling for it, Andrew." And he immediately cracks and says it's him and blah blah, because all this. I was like, dude, you don't seem to understand how fucking creepy it is that you create a profile of using a fake name, using a location like my hobbies, my hometown, and places I like to travel. That you're a stalker, bud. You are 100% a stalker. I just want to try one more time to earn your trust. I'm like, no, fucking block.
Yeah, that's exactly how you do it.
This dude, it's been better too much. And he's gotten like every single admin that's over in Romney's server, Jesse's server. He's got them involved. Like, it is just absolutely insane. I don't understand how this kid's parent, and he was using his dad's account to message us on Facebook.
I was gonna say, how old's this kid?
He said he claims he's 14 now, but when he first started messaging me, he said he just turned 12. So we don't honestly know. If you look at the picture on his dad's profile, it looks like the kid is like 10.
Yeah,
but
that's probably more like it.
He's created so many and we're just like, dude, leave us alone. And he keeps inviting us to. He creates new servers to invite us to. Creates new Discord names. He's gone as far as to pretend to be a jewelry company on YouTube to comment on my videos. Like, he is absolutely batshit insane. And like I said, he actually used his dad's profile. Like, it's actually his dad posting on the profile to message us, and his dad has not said anything to him about it. I would beat that kid so fucking hard. They'd lock me up for child abuse, because that oh my god.
Yeah. It's like, at that age, like, pay attention to what your kid's doing online.
Exactly. My kid's older than that, and still does not have that much freedom to roam the internet.
Yeah. Shouldn't be allowed.
No, take his fucking tablet away from him sometime. Just,
yeah.
Jesus
Internet
Christ.
should be like 18 plus.
I just wish that freaking Discord would implement something that just, like, if you block someone, it just blocks IP wide. Like, their whole IP address is completely blocked. Discord doesn't do that.
No, because they can't, because you can still access it via cellular.
Yeah, but god damn, like, you got there. I mean, what's it? IMD or IMED or something like that. The phone has their own address that should be able to be blocked, because this is getting out of hand.
Do you know the kid's real name?
Yeah, he's told. I know his dad's name. I got his dad's Facebook. He said we
should reach out to them.
We have. we have tried.
With the parents?
We have tried sending messages to the dad's Facebook, and this kid has access to his dad's Facebook. Like he's actively messaging us through his dad. He's tried pretending to be his dad, and we called him out on it. And he's got the worst. Like, as soon as you accuse him, he immediately crumbles. Like, because there's one profile that Cody over in Jesse's server was like, I don't think it's him, and I just put a little bit of pressure on it, and he immediately cracks. He's like, I'm just trying to win your trust. And I was like, exactly. I knew that's who that was.
I'm saying, like, you should be able to figure out.
It got so bad. I guess I don't know if his parents are somehow tied up, because, like I said, he was pretending to be a jewelry company, which the jewelry company has his same last name. So I don't know if he is, like, his family somehow tied up in that company or what. But I was on their website. I had a message typed out, and I was like, I don't want to, like, I don't want them not to be associated, and they have to deal with this shit. But
No, they may not have
that
to. You can
bad.
just send like a general inquiry and just be like, hey, does one of your
basically what
owners have a kid named this? And then see what they say, and then be like, okay, well.
that's what I did
Or
the whole
just, if
contact
you know the-
us thing, and I typed out an email. I was like, hi, I don't know if you guys know this or anything, but there's a kid by this name of blank blank. I said he is using your name on YouTube and harassing multiple other YouTubers and content creators. Just wanted you to be aware of this. And I went to hit send. I was like, maybe I shouldn't. I didn't.
I think you should. Because, like, my next suggestion was going to be, like, if you know the kid's name and you know, like, the general area of where he lives, I would, like, Google it to figure out, like, who the parents are, and then, like, if they have a landline or something like that, just, like, call and,
Just
like,
call
your
him, like,
kids.
your fucking kid won't leave me alone.
Well, my biggest concern is when it comes to, like, you know, people of that age reaching out to older people. It's like, you can get pretty dicey, and it's like you want to stay on top of that as much as possible.
I just don't want to get
Accused of anything.
Yeah, I don't. Well, no, I don't want to be. I don't want to give off the stalker vibes, because if I go through the whole process of finding out, like, their phone number and shit, then
Yeah, but if you contact them and be like, I guess, like, start documenting all the.
oh, the one guy's got everything saved, like, because I
There you go.
I screenshot it and send it to them anytime a new account. Like, I'll screenshot the whole conversation and send it over to them in their admin group. And the other guy's been he keeps it all, because he's sent me screenshots of where he's actually confronted the kid about it.
Yeah.
And all this.
And you can just, like, have the parents just be like, give me your email address, and then send them everything. And, like, this is what your kid does in his spare time, just so you know. Like, I'm not looking to cause any problems, and I don't want to be affiliated with anything, and have not, like, allowed this to happen. But just so you know, like, the extent of the problem, here's all of the ways that he's tried to get in touch after being blocked repeatedly. Or, like, file a harassment suit. That'll get his parents' attention pretty quick. I know you can't do that, but
Gonna sue the shit out of you, little shit.
I mean, yeah, bring legal paperwork into the mix. Like, that'll get his parents involved.
I was gonna say I would never. Of course, we didn't have this much access to people.
Yeah,
when
I was
we
gonna.
were
Yeah, I know.
that young.
I know. And
I was like, I would
it's
never
still-
think about doing something like that.
No, but it's still kind of just like an unexplored subject as to like as an adult content creator, how do you handle a child that is doing shit like that?
Mm-hmm.
It's a tough one. And that's where I'm just like, I think it's fair game to, by any means necessary, go to the parents and
Yeah, just be like if they want to
expose
start shit, be
expose
like,
every
look,
yeah. Like
look at
go
your,
out there
what your
first
kid has
instead
gone
of-
through the lengths to harass me. You know, it's
Yeah,
time you
like
did
be
something about
proactive. Yeah, be proactive about it instead of like, because you think about like the one time you say anything negative, then the kid can just go crying to the parents, and then the parents can track you down. It's much easier to stay on top of it. That's the kind of shit that always had me concerned with doing anything like content related.
yeah, a lot. Like I get a lot of messages, and I just like, hey, yeah, thanks, you know. And no, once they got their word in, they're pretty good. Or if they have a question, they'll ask me a question, and I'll answer them.
Yeah,
and send them
but
along
those
their
are
way.
fine. Those are fine.
This kid, yeah. Mm-hmm. That and the other kid that wanted to shoot me because I didn't want to make him a fire truck skin for farming sim.
Yeah.
Those are the two extreme ones so far. It's like,
Yeah.
it's another thing that Discord should implement, like a report feature. Because they only have like report and spam. Like there's no way to report someone for like harassment or anything.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because if you go like if someone's like constantly DMing you, you can report it as spam, but that's it. Like they need to. Discord definitely needs to upgrade some of their security things.
Well, yeah, especially because like anyone and anything can have a Discord.
Mm-hmm. And that's part of the problem. Like, you can. I need to put that one bot in there, see if that helps. It's an auto identifier. Like, it requires you to sign up with another account, so like you have to like attach your Steam or something, and then it will figure it out if you have another account in that server or not. And that's the only way I can think of preventing this shit from happening. But they need to do something about it, because like he created it within a matter of like, I want to say like 8 minutes. He created 6 accounts, and he just flooded all these servers. And you could tell like he just, because when you join the server, the bot log, it'll tell you when the account was created, and they were all within like an 8-minute window, and he just flooded all these servers with new accounts. It's like, good lord, kid.
Kid's creative, but
Yeah.
doesn't have a life.
For you, Sean, absolutely. For some fucking kid that won't even tell me like who he is, because he claimed that I was asked if I was mad at him because I removed him off Steam. I was like, I don't know who you are. That's the kid that was like wanted to shoot me because I didn't want to make him a fire truck scan. Apparently we were friends on Steam. I kept asking who he was, and he refused to tell me. I was like, he goes, he started the conversation with, are you mad at me? I was like, how could I be mad at you? I don't know who you are. And he said, we used to be friends on Steam and you removed me. I said, okay, that could be a lot of people. I don't know who you are. Well, anyway, I wanted to ask you a question. Okay, sure, you can ask me a question as soon as you tell me who you are. And he's like, will you make me a fire truck skin?
All right. Oh,
But
I know who you
listen
are.
here, you won't even tell me who you are. Why would I help you? Ooh, fire alarm.
Well, have fun.
Oh, I don't know what it is yet. It's a traffic accident or lit the system. Outside fire in Felton? Oh, it's right down the road from my dad. Nah, they're just calling for the tanker. Are you talking about the one that's harassment Cody? I told Cody I didn't want to go off on that one. Yeah, Ghost Rider. Messing with her. He's doing the same thing with Cody Barnes. I like Cody. He's awesome. Yeah, he's pretty cool. I like all them guys over there in TLO. Yeah. Oh, breathe in my ear some more. Oh yeah.
Huh?
I said, oh yeah, breathe in my ear some more. Oh yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm just watching this interview. Oh my god. So I'm just kind of just doing like a, oh my gosh.
Oh my word. He said what?
Yeah. I was just watching this Morgan Wallen talking to Michael Strahan.
still can't believe he shaved his mullet.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, you didn't know this?
No. I feel like he had to.
JT was all over it when he did. Like,
I'm sure.
because he told we were in here one night and he was like, I said something about mullet and he was like, oh no, Morgan Wallen got rid of it. I said, what? No, he didn't. He goes, yeah. So I googled it and sure enough, he got a haircut. He shaved his head bald. He's like the one that
Wait, like bald,
made
bald?
it relevant again. Yeah, he's completely bald.
Oh, that's not a good look. See, I figured he would have like cut his hair from the mullet because all of the racial slur stuff. But to shave it bald after that, it's not a good look.
You know how many people came out in defense of him that are African American? They're like, hey, shit, at least he used it right. He didn't use it in like a derogatory term. He was...
Oh, I know. But I'm just watching this Michael Strahan thing, and it's like, you know, I'm sure this kid had no clue. Like, no, you're not supposed to use that word in any circumstances whatsoever. He did. But Michael Strahan's basically just giving him a lesson, and he's just taking it and being like, yep, nope, I just totally screwed up on that one.
Oh, come on, Michael. You're like the whitest black guy. I don't think you were the one that needs to be talking to him about it.
Yeah, it's like you're on Good Morning America.
You were
with
you
George
were
Stephanopoulos.
Regis' replacement, dude. Like, yeah, I don't think you.
Yeah.
No.
You're on the news with George Stephanopoulos. Even Strahan's now talking him up now. So he can just get away with it.
Yeah, well, so you
He
know,
can just get away with it.
Upchurch is really out there, but he's got like a point. He did it, and then Jason Aldean did it, where they did something where they tried to like cancel him, and it was plastered all over the news, and then ended up coming back and being like the number one. So he's like, what if these are like planned
Stage things.
Stage things. Like, who would just be filming Morgan Wallen out in his front yard? Like, you live next to
It's a
Morgan
generational
Wallen.
thing.
But you live next to Morgan Wallen. Why would you just be randomly filming him at the exact moment he drops the N-bomb?
If I heard a ruckus outside, and I knew that Morgan Wallen was living across the street, yeah, I'd start recording too.
Like, within like an hour of the whole Jason Aldean thing, like they had all these packages ready to go and all these people lined up for interviews and all this. Is like, what if they learned that their target audience is like anything that's tried to be canceled, they immediately are drawn to it. So what if they're just staging these cancellations to just make buku bucks? It makes sense, but I mean, like I said, Upchurch is really out there these days. He has some of the weirdest theories, but that one he recently came out with made a whole lot of sense.
I don't buy that because people are still getting canceled left and right. So
yeah, but
like it's a gamble. Like if the gamble pays off, it pays off.
You target like, I mean, like the whole Jason Aldean, that can be been easily set up. You just make a song that you know would piss some people off, and you swerve into it. Like you make that all about, like, it's not even.
Well, think about like back in our day, like Eminem was the king of doing that. Like he made songs that were intentionally,
and he became the most popular. And as soon as he fell right back in line, like he's not like talked about these days. He's still
like, he's also old.
Well, yeah, but he also started doing that
I
whole
mean, that's like, does Run DMC, are they talked about these days? No. But if you think about the time difference, like, it's about the same.
yeah, but no, he like right after.
Eminem was popular in like 1999 and into the 2000s. It's like 20
yeah, but
years
like
ago.
wait, when he like turned from being this edgy guy to oh, I'm gonna play by the rules here. I'm not gonna say anything offensive anymore. That's when he stopped being entertaining.
Yeah, but most musicians do that. I mean, Jesus, Eminem's got to be like, not getting towards 50 now.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's 50. He's from St. Joseph, Missouri.
Yeah. You have not heard
that's right.
JT talk about this?
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Sorry, I just read it before I thought about it.
Just like that, and he went to school with Cagney and Carter.
Yeah, I know. But all of his stuff, like the Eminem show, and
Was that 2004?
the Real Slim Shady from the Marshall Mathers LP was 2000. Without Me was the Eminem show, which was 2002. So you're talking about stuff that was controversial over 20 years ago. He's 50 now. So I don't think he's going to be...
Yeah, but now his raps are... That's an awful hot coffee pot.
Yeah, because he's got nothing to rap. That's why I don't listen to the Foo Fighters anymore. Like, what does Dave Grohl have to write about now?
Oh, he's got a plethora right about now after...
Well, yeah,
Hawkins
after
died.
killing Hawkins, yes, but
Did they
also,
ever
like,
come out with what killed him?
drugs,
Oh.
drug overdose.
Dang.
It was pretty. That came out pretty early on because they were in South America and they don't like withhold that kind of information. So it came out pretty quickly.
Was it like hard stuff or was it like
Yeah.
pills?
I believe it has something to do with the heron, but let me check.
Oh. I had no clue we're playing tomorrow night, Sean. Absolutely no clue.
Found traces of marijuana, opioids, tricyclic antidepressants, and benzodiazepines. So, prescription meds and opioids, and opioids is a loose term. The Colombian magazine Semana, which means weekly, claimed Hawkins died after a sudden cardiac arrest caused by an overdose of heroin, antidepressants, and benzodiazepines. What surprises me and what kind of loses the respect for Dave Grohl that I always used to have is, like, when Kurt Cobain died, like, he went off the radar for years because he had such a hard time processing that. And then that's how he came up with the Foo Fighters, because Kurt Cobain died when he was in 1994, and the Foo Fighters, I think, was like 1996. So it was like a 2-year period where they like didn't do anything. Then came up with this Foo Fighters project. And then like the equivalent of Kurt Cobain being Taylor Hawkins, just like his best friend dies, and then they like barely take any time off and then just keep touring and keep making new music like nothing happened.
I mean, he's a lot older now.
Yeah.
They're processing it differently. He probably has
Yeah,
a
I
better,
guess.
I would imagine he has a better, like, support system around him than what he did back in those days. So he probably dealt with it a lot better than what he dealt with, especially younger and all that shit going on. Like,
Yeah, but it kind of seemed like they didn't really take time, like they didn't take much time off to mourn the loss. I think it was only like a few months. They're back to playing. And making new music, not just playing, making new music. I could understand if you were like trying to finish up like a tour or something. Who the hell's this guy? Josh Freese?
that name sounds familiar.
Member of the punk rock band The Vandals. And Devo. Not original Devo. Devo at 1996. So, he's the new drummer.
Oh yeah, that's why it sounds familiar. That's who they announced.
Yeah. So he's a fill-in drummer. He played with Guns N' Roses for 2 years.
Good Guns N' Roses or Axl Rose?
No, 1997 to 1999. So,
No, not horrible Guns N' Roses.
well, they weren't making good music then.
Yeah, but
They
it
weren't
wasn't,
making any music then.
it wasn't the Axl Rose, Buckethead era. Guns N' Roses was that was in the early 2000s or late 2000s. Whenever, yeah, no, that was the early 2000s when the Chinese Democracy came out or something.
Oh yeah.
Or that might have been that was after the Buckethead era. That's a weird story. How Buckethead joined Guns N' Roses. Apparently, Axl Rose bought him porn or something. He's like, "Oh yeah, I'll play with you." I'm still curious though, because I don't know how to pronounce his last name. Rob Craig something like that. The guitarist for Volbeat. They were getting ready to start a tour, and then they just announced that he'd left the band. And it was just a bit weird. Like right before it was the day of the start of their concert, they announced that he had left the band, and they had someone else playing guitar. And then it comes out like 2 weeks later that the lead singer's starting a new band, a new heavy metal band. I was like, that's weird timing. That's weird. That's suspicious.
Yeah, just a bit.
I'm so sorry, Xfinity, for every bad word I've said about you. Xfinity Rewards is pretty dope. Xfinity Rewards. Do you not have that?
Yeah. No.
So if you have Xfinity, you can sign up for Xfinity Rewards, like it's kind of like a loyalty program sort of thing. And like we've gotten like $200 Visa cards from there for like, because we have our Xfinity Mobile, and they just set like we got like beta access to Call of Duty and stuff, and they just sent us a code for WrestleQuest, which is a game I wanted to play. So we just got that for free.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
On Steam. Yeah, if you've had it for a while, I'd highly recommend it.
What's the name of the game?
WrestleQuest. It's like a cheesy like Nintendo style
like 8-bit.
game. Yeah. But it's got like all the like classic wrestlers in it, like Macho Man, Road Warriors, stuff like that. It's got like a quest line in it. I'm a sucker for, so I'll give it a try. Damn, Tony's like, it's midnight, I'm out this bitch.
I mean, he ain't wrong.
Yeah, no, I'm not. No, it's it just it was exactly at midnight. He's like, I'm out. Deuces.
Uh, 12:02. Give him a break.
No, it was exactly 12. If you look at it in the game time, it was 0000.
Oh,
It's
for me it
exactly
says
midnight.
0002.
Weird, because I
Yeah.
looked over at my thing. It's like right now it says 12:01. It's 0000 for me. And we looked at it, it was midnight.
Yeah, check it out.
Alright, well, ladies and gents, it is midnight. I have some recording to do, so that's going to do it for me for tonight. We will be streaming tomorrow night. Not quite sure what. We'll decide before we start streaming, of course. But if you guys did like the video or stream, be sure to leave a like down below. It does help me out so very, very much, and I do appreciate it so very, very much. If you guys do want to see future Farming Sim live streams, be sure to click that subscribe button. If you guys want to be notified whenever I do go live or upload a video, click that notification bell. As always, guys, thank you so very, very much for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.